everyone! I'm Josh, the Dreaded GM, and these are my fellow storytellers. Let's go! Woo! How is everyone? Oh man, I'm excited for this game. A little bit nervous because I am also earning another stripe on my badge of the Game Master title, like Rob did on his channel the other day with Kaiju Girls. I am going to add a stripe on my GM badge for running through the breach. If you guys don't know what this game is, it is it's a near and dear to our hearts. We've played it many times at the tables with each other, but I've never run it, so I'm very excited to do so. A little bit more about that after we introduce everyone, and then I'll tell you about our sponsor tonight. Wink, wink. But before we do, let's start up in the corner. Dag, thank you so much for letting me sit at the GM spot at on your channel. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your character?
Hey, yeah, of course I can. Hi guys, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and it is an absolute honor and privilege to have my friend Dread run me through my very first streamed game as a player for Through the Breach. Everyone knows that I have been championing this amazingly underrated RPG for the longest period of time. So much that we were actually joking before how everyone was like ready to go for the game, and I hadn't even built a twist deck because I've never had to do it. So I can't tell you how excited I am to be here and how keen I am for this this session. Today I'm going to be playing Dan Bailey, and Dan Bailey is well, he's just a fisherman. He travelled many years ago through the breach after his old shrimping company had gone belly up back on Earth, and well, coming to Malifaux, he heard that that the fishing was quite good, and that perhaps that there might be some sort of giant monster fish that was, just somewhere lurking in the waters below Malifaux. So I'm going to be trying my hand at trying to get a hold of that and put as some would say a notch on my shoulder about getting this here scaly Piscean fiend.
Hell yeah, let's go. And I'm so excited to run this for you and to be the very first GM to run it for you. I hope that fate is with you on this game, my friend.
I was going to say it won't be, but I will take the sentiment anyway.
Let's find out. Let's move on down to Felix. Hello, aka Detective Tater. How are you, my friend?
Hi. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I get to play another game with you. This is gonna be
It's
so
been
much
too
fun.
long. I've missed you. I've missed
miss
you.
you.
I'm so glad that we're sitting at the table together again. Can you tell us a bit about you and your character that you'll be playing tonight?
I play Felix. I'm about just a little teenager. I'm actually go by another name, the nickname of the Boogeyman, and I actually take revenge on the people who kidnap children into the night, and I give them sweet, sweet revenge with good old murder.
I love it. I love it so much, and I cannot wait to see what unfolds around that character as we sit down and play. Thank you so much for joining us here on this channel. I think we're gonna have a blast. All right, next up, Rob. Hello, how are you, my dear friend?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Can you tell us a bit about you and your character?
I sure can. So I'm Robert Hartley, GM. I'm a full-time dungeon master and tabletop role player. I stream on Twitch, Robert Hartley GM, and I do YouTube and all sorts of things. And I run as the dungeon master for a comedy group called Viva la Dirt League as well. Over on YouTube, we've got half an hour actual play episodes every week. But tonight, I am not playing Dungeons and Dragons. I am playing Through the Breach, and I am playing as Boris. Boris is an acrobat from the circus, a somewhat stealthy evadey boy, and he likes to, if necessary, in a combat situation, he likes to sneak up behind people and finish the fight early with a garrote wire. He's not the most mighty of people, so he likes to sneak in and attack from behind if he has to.
Hells yeah. All right. Hells yeah. And last but definitely not least, I'm so excited to be sitting here with you in an actual game. Matthew Perkins, how are you? Tell us about you. Tell us about your character.
Hey, everybody, it is literally my first day. Not only have I never played this game before, I've never done a live stream game before. My name's Matthew Perkins. I have a YouTube channel. You can find everything over at matthewperkins.net. I have a video up at the moment talking about drunkenness rules in D&D. It's all about that kind of stuff.
It's a very good video.
It's a fine video.
Watch it.
But hey, we're not talking about that. We're talking about my character, Monica St. Clair. I am a born and bred bureaucrat. I imagine this character looks a little bit like Peggy Carter from the Captain America movies.
Let's go.
Pencil skirt, kind of curly hair, carries like a clutch kind of purse with her, but there's just this massive like Dirty Harry pistol in the purse. And the strap for the purse is some kind of whip. This is somebody that came up through the bureaucrat life, probably started as a parking inspector, and that really toughened her up. But she's here in Malifaux. She's excited. It's the frontier, but hey, the frontier also needs rules, and rules need bureaucrats.
Hells yeah. And thank you so much for joining us, everyone at the table. And I'm Josh, the Dread GM. I will be your Fate Master tonight, welcoming you into the world of Malifaux, a world filled with steampunk magic tech. It's got pistols and guns. It's got monsters. It's got undead. There's an amazing setting inside this book. So much that we won't be able to cover everything, and only just a slither of what is held within these covers. But I gotta say, I agree with Dag. It is one of the most underrated RPGs out there, in my opinion. So I am very thankful to be able to sit down and run it. I'm very excited. Now, a little bit about the sponsors. we don't really have an official sponsor, but you are our sponsor at home. And how can you sponsor us? Well, with every donation that you make to the channel, as you can see just posted in the chat there, you will be able to affect the game. If you want to help the players out, you can give them a fate point, which lets them give a positive flip on their cards. And also at $25, you can do spare the dying, and you can resuscitate an unconscious or dying character, or you can put boss mode on and turn the monsters up and make them harder as well. I would appreciate that. And if you want to do the top tier, we have the $100, which is Sweet Dreams. A notable Malifaux master takes notice of the PCs. Now, you'll say that it says take notice. That means that we are going to be here for 3 episodes. So at sometime during those 3 episodes, if we get the $100 donation, I will be able to use one of the big NPC stat blocks in here. And trust me, they are very cool. Okay, with that, I think that we should be ready to start. Have I covered everything? I think so. All right.
Oh,
well,
also, I did forget Sirenscape for the music, but they're not sponsoring us, but we love them anyway.
Hells yeah. And I also want to thank Dag for all the Sirenscape and post-production stuff in the background here while I'm running. Thank you for that, my dear friend. Could I ask you, Mr. Music, to give me something that's a little bit industrious and ominous? It might be too much, but I think that's where I want to start. Ooh, okay. All right, let us begin. Industry. This is the lifeblood of Malifaux. We start in the northern hills, the mining district of Malifaux. The sound of chittering stone, hissing pistons, and calls of labor can be heard as we pan over the mining industry. We zoom in where we can see a miner reach down to a bright, white, gleaming gem, and as they remove it from the stone that they've just excavated it from, it illuminates their face with a almost heavenly glow. Sweat beads down the miner's face, leaving cracks of clean flesh where they have cleaned away the day's grit. They pile it into a cart with many like it. Days here in the northern hills are hard. The people that work these hills are prisoners brought from Earth. We see a man collapse out of fatigue. No one picks him up, they just leave him there. This scene is suddenly disturbed by the sound of an explosion. The cave shudders and shakes. People panic and start to run. You can see the overseers whip them back into line and just continue working, but there is fighting. Within the dust cloud of unsettled stone and debris, we can see something very big and large, hissing and destroying things. The MS and the M&SU division trying their best to fight up against it. That is where we'll leave this prologue. Our story starts in a dark and abandoned warehouse. You have all been invited to speak with Morgan Jones. You all may or may not know each other, but you do all know MJ. They are a guild reporter for the Tattler, one of the 2 of the guild's publications. There's a cat here.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's adding into the scene. It's okay. Okay. They say that they need your help with something, and you all owe MJ at least one favor. She asked you to be discreet and to make sure that you aren't followed. it's safe to assume that she doesn't want to lose her scoop. She gave you a list of others and a brief description of those who will also be meeting with you and them. So if you don't know each other, you can rest assured that they are meant to be here to meet her. MJ should be here at any moment. But for now, please introduce your characters.
Boris is one of the first there. You said this is like an abandoned warehouse, right?
A dark and abandoned warehouse. Yeah.
Boris has gotten there early, scouted it out from the outside, and found one of the sort of like a hayloft kind of windows, and has actually managed to parkour the way up on the outside through the window, and is sitting in like the rafters of this warehouse, kind of just like in a squat, just in a pose that probably would be uncomfortable for people who aren't flexible and well trained in long durations of sitting in uncomfortable positions from his time as an acrobat in the circus. He's just sitting there and watching as the others walk in. Anybody who does look up and see him sees that he's wearing he's not like in black robes, being like, oh, I'm an edgelord. He's just in regular sort of quite loose fitting jeans and a t-shirt, and he's got sort of he's kind of like an everyman face. He's relatively handsome, but in kind of like a you're not going to look twice kind of a way. He's got swept back black hair that he wears too much gel in, and probably a couple of scars on his fingers from missed lock-picking opportunities or that sort of things, where he's just like cut himself on traps and locks and things.
Hell yeah. All right. Who do you want to throw it to next? Like, who do you notice?
Who do you reckon walks in next? Who would be the next person to arrive?
Monica probably would have already been there. I think Monica's the kind of person that's early.
Yeah. So Boris and Monica both arrived early, so I reckon Monica's the next one in as he kind of looks down through the rafters as Monica opens the door.
Here's the thing: Monica makes a point to be at least 10 minutes early to every engagement. That's only punctual. That's only polite. Remember,
on time is late.
Yeah, that is correct. Like, shake people's hand, make eye contact. That's how you get jobs, right? And you arrive early. So Monica's dressed in business attire, sensible heels, pencil skirt with the clutch and the umbrella. It's not raining. It probably hasn't rained for days. But she walks in. What's a sensible drink for somebody? Probably a gin and tonic. She probably, was this a tavern?
No, it's
right?
An abandoned warehouse.
Warehouse.
When you're asking about drinks, I was like, is she just carrying a gin and tonic with her?
Yeah. As you survey the area, considering your environment, you can see that this warehouse is borderline decrepit. You can see that darkness and filth hug everything. It's quite hollow and empty.
Oh, okay.
Except for one bar in the corner that's serving gin and tonic.
let's disregard the gin and tonic. I misheard. Hey, so Monica, she probably seems out of place, but she's unafraid. She's walking with authority in this area. Like, is this umbrella going to protect her somehow? Who knows? But she walks in here and she confidently stands in the darkness. She probably has like a lighter or something and probably lights up a smoke. And if it's dark in here, that's what you see. You see her face illuminated by like the orange glow of a 1920s very cancerous cigarette.
Hells yeah. All right. Next up. Who's next?
I'll go next. Felix, you just see a very short, skinny boy who seems to be wearing a cowl, walking in, kind of just looking around, very curious and awkwardly, just very not trusting of his environment. He's got jet black hair that looks messy and dirty. He's dressed in like urchin's clothes that get lost into a crowd if need be. The only thing that really stands out about him is he has these purple eyes that seem to kind of like strike out a little brighter than the rest of him. The only probably clean, good part of his life is the only good gift his parents probably gave him were those eyes. And he just sort of looks very cautiously around and finds a place that is a place that you can see where all the possible exits and entrances would be, and takes a spot.
Hells yeah. And last but definitely not least, that leaves Dan.
So Dan is definitely like on time, but maybe a couple minutes late, like maybe 2 or 3 minutes late, kind of thing. Like he's kind of like been looking around the warehouses, trying to make sure that he's gotten the right one. I'm imagining there's this big like wooden door kind of like on the side of the warehouse, one that's used for like loading vehicles and stuff like that. With a big hand, Dan kind of like puts his hand like against it and sort of drags this kind of huge scraping like. Sorry.
Definitely cut through the silence.
Oh, this is made harder because I'm taking so long. And as he moves this thing, in walks this 2.13 meter tall man wearing overalls. He has kind of like a bucket next to him. He's got like this fishing pole on his back. As he steps in, he's a Caucasian man with like kind of salt and peppered blonde hair, kind of short but messy. He's got like kind of a well-trimmed, well-groomed beard, and he's constantly got this very, very salt kind of man of the sea kind of smell that just sort of lingers about him, almost like this strange perfume. As he then turns around and he tries to close the door, he starts, but he goes, "Oh, I better leave that." As he then lumbers into the room. If you didn't know better from his attire, you would say that this man is probably like a pro wrestler or a bouncer or something.
He's wearing
like
a
that.
luchador mask. Did I mention that?
Did I mention he's a luchador? Yeah, no. It's like he's big Fisher Dan. I don't know. It's just he's built like a wrestler. But
Boris looks down and goes, I think he's somewhere between 2.12 and 2.14 meters tall, just on average.
Do you want to guess how much I weigh?
400 kilos.
Not quite that much. Jesus.
Man is a train.
So, yeah, I am apparently Veruca Salt, and I weigh 163 kilos, which is still pretty up there.
Yeah, pretty. It's more than twice me.
Look, if anyone wants to, they can find out which wrestler inspired Dan's size, and I'll give glory credits to anyone who can
Angle,
guess it.
probably.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Andre?
It was just the smallest one I could think of in the moment.
It is not Andre the Giant.
Andre the Fisherman.
Andre the Fisherman.
Yes, definitely Andre the Fisherman.
I abstain from actual guesses because I know.
Yes.
I don't know anything about wrestling.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
This wasn't an actual invitation to guess. We can.
Okay.
We can
All right,
keep
now, I do want to know, do you guys know each other, perhaps?
Yeah, I reckon Boris has been on a couple of jobs with at least once with each of them.
Okay, cool.
I would love for Monica to have like gotten Dan like a fishing license for something that he shouldn't be allowed to catch.
Oh,
Nice.
I love that. I love that.
I think Felix has probably met Boris once or twice. Since he's an urchin, he gets like a bunch of info. He tends to just try and find the right places to help out, and just find the right people to do the right sneaky things, or help cause trouble if need be.
And
Love
I
it.
think Dan, while he does fish, he also does work on various trawlers and ships and the like. And I'd like to say that for the most part, he helps out like some of the kids who are like in the actual like kind of dockyards and stuff like that, out in one of the contract towns, and like tells like big stories and stuff like that to young kids, which is where he actually met met Felix a long time ago, but Dan's mind, it isn't what it used to be. So it's he kind of comes in and out of recognition of his past with Felix in particular, but always treats Felix like kind of like one of the nieces or nephews.
No.
Boris comes flipping down from the rafters, and with the intent of landing feet onto Dan's shoulders in a balancing act.
Oh, that's quite good. That.
Wait, steady base, steady base, and dismount. And then does a front flip forwards and poof, lands. Thank you. So I think this is all that was on our list. I assume that was correct. The list of people that she said is just the 4 of us.
Yeah,
Minus
exactly.
MJ.
Yeah, so MJ should be here any moment. So if there's any role play that you want to do here, let me know. Otherwise,
My list got wet.
Oh, that's all right, Dan. No, wait, no. Boris is a chameleon. But
Oh no, it's fine. I've had that effect on people.
Russian, slight Russian. Boris, hello. Hello. Upper class. Hello, Dan. Yes, don't worry, Dan. I have my list. It's the same list, I think. And I'll compare. Yes, don't worry. It was just to tell us who to expect in this situation.
Monica produces the list, but in triplicate. And goes, I made copies just in case.
Of course.
Are they notarized as well?
Yeah, they actually are notarized, and they're all officiated with a stamp to say, like, this is copy 1, this is copy 2, this is copy 3. So if one of these goes missing, we're going to know
which one. Yeah.
Oh,
Watermarks.
Okay. A few moments later, as you're looking at your lists and making small talk, MJ enters the room. You can see that she's quite graceful in how she moves. She has this strawberry blonde hair, as well as horn-rimmed glasses that magnify her sapphire blue eyes. As she moves into the room, you can see that she's wearing the what you would expect a reporter to wear. And she has a satchel at her side with notes that seem to be like well kept inside as well. She moves over towards you all and nods a look of appreciation for you gathering. And she will say, well, thank you for meeting me. I'm glad that I was able to get all of you here. Are you sure you weren't followed?
Well, I didn't notice anyone following me.
I can be
this
quite
one dropped
sure
down
that
from the
was-
rafters.
Yes, I can be quite sure I wasn't followed. I've been here for about an hour.
I mean, you do tend to pay me to make sure I never get caught, so...
That's exactly why
I'll go get the door then. I'll.
The door is wide open as well. She looks over, realizing that it's open. You can see she becomes a little bit more worried about what's happened.
Sorry about that.
To be fair, MJ, he does attract the crowd somewhat. It draws attention a little.
No, I mean, Uncle Dan stands out just a little bit, but he does well to keep to his own. If he hunches over, you
Oh,
don't miss him in a crowd.
Yeah, me old ma used to say, you can't take your eyes off Dan.
If you'd like, I can go sit by the window, see if just keep lookout.
That might be good. You will be able to hear me up there.
Perhaps if you speak loud.
I'll try and speak as loud as possible.
Dan, turn around. This one, and I'll just like gently tap my foot into the back of one of your knees to sort of buckle it a little bit, and then I'll stand on the back of your calf, and then whoop up onto your shoulders, and then from there I'm jumping up into the rafters.
Let's get drawing some cards. As you go to do that, can I get a? Let's have a look. I'm gonna find this. There's always so many new skills. Is there an acrobatics?
There is,
Check.
and I am
Let's do an
very good at
acrobatics.
it. All right, so I'm gonna flip one of my no, not my twist.
No,
I'm flipping one from
they
there,
flip from over here.
Look at me. This is the first duel.
First duel in the game.
First duel in the game. All right.
Ooh, that's an 8. I've got a +4 to my AV in acrobatics.
Yep. It's.
I get to know whether it's a success or not, right?
Oh, you're right. I should be calling the numbers first. So, thank you. I'm gonna say it's a 7. It's pretty routine for you to be able to do this.
Cool. I will not cheat in any of my cards then.
Hells yeah. That's thank you for that. Okay. And for you, Dan, the door is a bit stuck. So let's get a challenge. Let's get a duel from you. Is there an athletics one? I'm trying to look in
Yep,
there as
there
well.
is.
Yep. Give me an athletics. I'm gonna be a 7 as well.
All right. Can I get a positive flip for my size?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
Also, do we have some mysterious music?
There is no
yes.
music. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, mysterious music.
It's already mysterious. I take
Ruddin
that
mysterious that? Okay. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. Yay, that is a 10.
Yeah, easy. Okay, cool. You feel the door like give its weight over to you, and you're able to close it. It's still quite loud, not as comedic as it was before, but does sort of like enshroud everything in darkness again, sealing you guys away.
I loved how ironically you making a statement of saying it's not comedic this time makes it way funnier. like we're in a film and there's just the director's just deliberately taking a shot that's just not adding anything to the scene.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like you know what I mean? Like it's funny because it was the entire time possible for me to close it without making noise.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. That implies that it was like super comedic the first time as well. It's like the joke landed first time, but second time.
Yeah.
Then we tried the joke again later in the movie.
It didn't work.
But we left it in.
Amazing.
MJ, should I be taking minutes and anybody looks over at Monica and notice that she's written down what everybody has said?
That would actually be really good if you could do that for me, Monica.
Okay, great.
All right. You can see her open up her satchel aside and start taking out a manila folder and start to flip through some notes and some papers. And she's like, no, not this, not that. Okay. How's this? Can you hear me up there, Bars?
I mean, if it's just for me to roleplay, then yes, I can.
Yeah,
But,
okay.
but if you'd like me to see if I can, I don't know.
Yeah. No, give me a notice check. We're gonna say it's gonna be routine as well, an 8.
Cool. I got a +1 to it, so that won't do it. So I will cheat in my 8 from my twist deck and
roll.
make that a success with
Hells
a 9,
yeah.
so I can see her and out the window at the same time.
Rock and roll. Now, also, you guys need to draw 3 cards from your twist deck if you haven't already. So you'll have 3 cards that you can cheat in, because when you guys are gifted with the ability to bend fate to your character's will ever so slightly.
Did you want us to show our cards to the audience? Because I mean, like,
yeah,
they
you
don't
guys
have
can
to be
definitely
secrets from each other.
Yeah.
So Rob's got a 1 and a 3. I got a 9, a 6, and a 7.
You just wanted to show your cards so that you could show them off.
I can.
Look how gorgeous those cards are.
So good, so pretty.
I
look
want
at
those cards.
Look at
One
Bond's
day I'll buy a
cards.
pack.
So
Cards
pretty.
so good.
Oh, those are really cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice too.
Okay, cool. So what was that result with the cheat?
9.
Okay, brilliant. Awesome. All right, cool. She begins to speak. There was an accident up in the northern hills. Some sort of explosion or something like that. We're not quite sure what it is. However, many died. We were looking into it, and we have gathered that there's foul play at hand. We are hoping that you could go up there and investigate. Myself included. I will be looking for clues and whatnot, but I could use the muscle to make sure that nothing bad happens to me or my report. The MNSU don't have the best relations with the guild. It's tentative at best. That's why I've invited you, Monica, to make sure that everything is on the up and up. If we are able to find that foul play is at hand, well, we can get the full backing of the guild to, well, impose a few sanctions. What say you?
Well, here's the thing. You know well that I work in public relations, and foul play, that doesn't work well in the press. Explosions, it doesn't rate highly in any of the polls. So this could be a really bad situation for the guild. Dredd, could I please ask of you, just from like our general knowledge of the Tatler, what kind of rag is it? Is it does this state media pretty much? Is that what we're looking at?
Let me have a quick look. I'm thinking, let's go with...
I mean, the name of the magazine's called The Tatler.
Called the Tatler, yeah.
I assume it's like an expose.
But I want to get you to draw a card.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So let me.
I just want to introduce a check.
I just want you to do a check. Let me just have a quick look at what we've got here. It'd be in academics, wouldn't it? Give me a bureaucracy check.
Oh, yes.
Wait, before you do, let me set the number. I'm going to say that it's going to be a pretty easy one for you. So we'll say it's going to be a 6.
I'm a
You
plus
can't
5
fail.
bureaucrat.
Yeah,
You literally can't fail it.
Okay, let's make it a routine 7.
Okay.
There we go.
Just changing
me.
the difficulty up.
Yeah, just so you can draw. Just
And
get
what
you
is
guys
the
drawing.
consequences of success and failure here?
The
As Monica read the Tatler.
yeah, have you actually read the Tatler? Is it something that you can actually comment on, or is there anything at play here between the Tatler and the guild? What was your bureaucracy?
Oh, plus 5.
You got a 5?
Oh yeah.
Plus 5. So
Plus-
we need to actually flip.
Oh, you need to. Yeah. Yeah. Dag.
I don't have to flip. I don't.
No,
flip
yeah.
nothing.
Dag.
Yeah. Dag.
Thank you.
You got a 9. Okay, cool.
Monica actually pulls out the most recent edition of
Yeah.
the Tatler and says, "Now, "This one sold well."
Oh, that's my article right there.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's
Oh,
great. I love seeing your byline.
So what you know about the Tatler is it is an informant piece. It's almost like it's still guild governed, but it's definitely one that sort of like pushes the propaganda of the guild and making sure that the guild is maintaining its power within Malifaux. So this is definitely a situation that if they can get a few points up on the MNSU, this is something that would be very good for the guild. However, the guild. Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, what is the MNSU?
The MNSU is the mining and
Steam Fitter Union.
Steam Fitter Union. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they are the ones that are in charge of mining the Northern Hills, and they are fairly big in mining that. What I'll get from you guys is someone here draw me a. Let's go with history.
About the is this about the Union? About the
This will be about the world.
oh,
Not
Yeah.
it.
I
can do
evade
it,
the
but we'll
question.
fail.
Yeah, I'll evade the question.
I'm happy to do it. Yeah,
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
do it.
I'm a +1. Hit me.
+1. Okay, cool. Okay.
We're getting all
sorry, I forgot to do the
crappy
number
cards
again. The number will
was a
be
6, right?
yeah, 6. It'll be yeah, 6. Yeah, 6.
It was a
6 is
6.
fine.
That's what you're. That's the.
Yep, that's it.
Monica, always
I'm
correct.
so used to like D&D with not revealing it, but that's okay. So it's a 6. With a 6, you understand what they mine up there is that of soul stones. Soul stones are something that is very important to the world. Think of them as magical batteries. What they do is they have the ability to power enchantments. You can pull magic from it to be able to cast spells and whatnot. They are a commodity, and they are heavily governed by certain bodies throughout the worlds of Malifaux and Earth. With that history check, you know that that's the reason why the guild is formed. They came to Malifaux to mine those here. So their interests in the soulstone mines is very, very laser point. That's definitely something they want to make sure of. But yeah,
MJ, are soulstones historically are they chemically, are they combustive?
Well, they can be, depending on how they're utilized. We use them for all manner of things. Even the mining fitments up there use them. However, they can be used for explosions, whether that be cast as a spell or manufactured into a bomb.
Okay.
if there is cracks or a chink in the M and SU's armor, then clearly they are not fit to be running the operation up there, and we should step in. We do have vested interests, however.
But that seems a bit harsh given that they're all dead.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
they
they're
all
not-
died doing what they were working on.
They're not all dead.
Oh, they're not.
They're still operating, from my understanding. However, operations have been brought to a standstill until they solve what's happened. They're not letting loose anything that we know, though, so we need to go up there and convince them to let us know what's happened.
Oh, I see. So some sort of foul play.
Aye.
Well, I'm very interested. What's the pay like?
Well, I can promise you all a sizable amount of scrip, so you're able to see to whatever you spend your scrip on. She looks at you with a cocked eyebrow, wondering what a fisherman could spend scrip on.
Oh, I can get that new tackle box I've had my eye on.
He giggles at that, and she says, "If I ever knew, it's like when I met with you to write that article on that big fish that you found, I never thought I would find someone as useful as you. You want a tackle box? You got it, buddy."
Yeah. No, I do.
We now know for sure what the Tatler sort of what the Tatler's publications are.
Yeah, that's
Articles about big
articles
fish.
about fishing. Yeah,
And Monica even pipes and says, "Oh, tackle box." Sorry, I wrote down taco box, and she just amends.
I could go for a taco. I'm fanging for a feed.
Oh, hey, boys gotta eat.
Dan,
Seems
where are you from? You were from sort of southeast England before, and now you're from Wales.
I am from Southeast Wales land.
Gotcha.
All right. As you guys stand, considering what to ask or say next, is there anything that might come to mind?
Not about this scene, but I was curious, and Dag, you might be better to answer this. What is is it frowned on in Through the Breach to count cards?
No.
No? So we can keep a track of what has come out and be like, the deck's pretty stacked in our favor.
Oh yeah.
They say that you should do that. It's
Okay.
like that's the fun part of the game, is that with a dice, it's a random generated. With the twist decks, you're controlling fate even more.
Cool. Right.
And after we cheat fate, are we meant to be eating these or like just?
They get spent, not literally eating them.
Okay.
Now I'm going to ask for a check in a second. Bear with me. Where is it? Ooh.
I'd like to buy a box of biscuits. All right.
This one.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
Not sure what you were going for, but you nailed it.
Excellent.
The voice you're doing can only be done by you.
Yeah.
Always believe in yourself.
I do believe in myself. That's brilliant. That is. All right. Yeah, that's it.
Now you're in Northern England.
Fuck. I don't know what. Look, I've never been to England, okay? I've never had a long conversation with anyone from England. The closest reference I have is you and Blackadder, okay? That's it.
Look, in this brief moment of quiet, I just want to say I'm having a very lovely time.
Oh, thank you so much. Have
You're
you
like
guys...
that. You're like that debutante in a dinner party,
Yeah.
watching it all go to pot, and you're just like, I'm having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
I actually forgot how nervous I get being on camera. It's been so long since I've played a
Well,
game.
I'm glad that
Like,
you're here.
You're so
Well, you're doing
handsome.
great, Felix. Felix, on.
slowly surviving.
Step on, bon.
Yeah, sir. Can I get a notice duel from you, Boris? Let me just get that target number for you. Give me a second. Okay. Yep. All right. Let's go with that. Okay, the number is going to be Here we go. 7.
All right, I need a 6 or more to succeed. Then I got a +1. Flip it. That's a fail. And I don't have anything to cheat in. I've got a 1 and a 3 in my cheat deck.
Okay, cool.
So that's a fail. I think I'm too distracted from whatever it is.
Hells yeah. All right. You guys hear the sound of a striking match as there is this bloom of light from one of the darkened corners of this dark abandoned warehouse. You can see that a match has lit a cigar, and now it bleeds light in as a spindle of smoke comes off the end. Hear the sound of leather and metal in movement as walking into the frame. You can see what looks like a gunslinger. You notice that there are several other of them standing around you as well, and they are going to say, there is no way we can persuade you from looking into this further. You can see MJ look over to them and say, you were followed.
MJ, it seems we were followed. Sorry, I was distracted from my... shit.
No, ain't them. We followed you. You're getting sloppy in your time, MJ. I'm sorry, do I know you? Well, I don't believe that you do. I will use that to my advantage. I think that you and your ilk should put an end to this nonsense of going to the Northern Hills to investigate what's happening. You can see he rests his hand on his gun, and you can hear a few chuckles from his the 2 other gunslingers that are in the room with him. What say you?
Do any of us would any of us like seem to know or look like? Do any of them look familiar to us?
Interesting. Yes. Give me a second. Get my notes up. All right. Okay. Give me a scrutiny check. Dan. It's going to be a 8.
Oh,
Okay, there we go.
All right, cool, wonderful.
Yep, there you go.
you can scrutinize them good and proper.
I don't trust this guy. I became inky for some reason.
Yeah.
All that practice.
They're good.
I think you gentlemen look familiar. Don't I know some of you?
Okay. You do know one of them. The individual that's speaking is known as Parker Clark. Parker Clark is a mercenary and does many jobs around. This was who did the scrutiny check? Felix. Felix.
I think it was Dan, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Dan. Yeah. But yeah. So Dan, you notice this individual. He's actually been on a few of your fishing trips when they went out to hunt bigger game. Very sharp shot. However, he doesn't seem to have noticed you as large and as imposing as you are.
Whoa. Do I know what his name is?
It was Luca. Parker. Sorry, Parker.
Parker.
Clark.
That's right.
Yep.
Whoa, if it ain't... hang on, let me get this right. Well, if it ain't my friend Parker.
You can see him chew on his cigar as he looks in your direction, takes in an inhale and pulls it out, and then sort of eyes you up. The firelight from the end of his cigar lighting up his mutton chops. He'll say, "Wait a minute, I know you. You're all in the trawler that I've been on before, hunting Neverborn on that."
Oh yes, no, I've been taking you and a lot of your friends up and down the river on the trawler there. But
this is your help for looking into the Northern Hills stuff. You've got a fisherman here.
Oh, now, Parker, I wouldn't be going around making jokes and all that. you know, fishing's a dangerous business. And at this point, I'm going to use my towering figure and my imposition bonus to basically
nice.
basically crack my knuckles and basically say, it wouldn't be very hard at all if people went missing on the Malifaux rivers. People like you can disappear very easily. And I'm gonna lean like over, and basically in this darkened room, there's just these eyes staring from like, you know, just this massive and sizable individual. So yeah, this is gonna be my intimidate action. So I get a +1 to this, and I also get positive flips because I presume he's regular people sized.
Yeah.
That is a red.
Oh, is that a red Joker?
That is a red Joker at 13.
Yeah. Okay, red Joker.
I think that's a success, right?
Yeah, it's a success. I didn't say the number though, so
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. It's red Joker. Okay, I'm gonna say that it's with 2 margins of success. You see him chew on his cigar a little bit, tip his hat, and he's gonna walk back. And he's just gonna say as he's leaving, he's gonna say, "Look, don't say I didn't warn you. You're gonna find nothing but trouble in those hills." All right.
Are they all backing out of the room, or just
They
our
seem to
mate
be
Parker?
following. They seem to be following suit, and they're leaving at this point. They've given their warning. They've tried to sort of strong arm you into it, but with the massive success from Dan, they seem like they don't want this fight. They're just warning you that you're gonna find nothing but trouble up there.
May I ask, Dredd?
Yeah.
In that whole interaction, would
Yeah.
Monica have noticed any kind of organizational affiliation on
Right.
their like their attire? Are they like, I don't know if like union people have to wear high vis, but
Yeah,
if they do,
give me a notice check. I'm going to say that this one's fairly hard because they don't
Sure.
want to be remembered. This is going to be a. Let me just bring up the numbers again.
Yep.
Let's go with 14.
14. All right, I'm a
We're in a-
+5. So I'm
We're in
looking
a,
for
we're in
9
a
or
big
better.
old pin that says, "I don't work for the MSU. Don't ask me anything."
I'm a +5 on a notice, so I guess I'm looking
+5?
for a 9 or better.
Yeah,
Wait, was you say 13? What number
14.
did you say? 14.
14.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead.
Good luck. Let's flip
Flip me
that. Let's flip it.
Dan, flip me up. That's not the number.
Would you like to cheat fate?
No, I'm happy to fail.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
happy to fail, thank you.
Rock and roll. Okay, cool. Dan, that was your destiny. They mocked your gift, and they were a group, and you dissuaded them, and then used your gift against them. So,
What?
you finished one of your destiny.
Hooray!
Hells yeah! Look at that. All right. Okay. They move on, and you guys have diffused the combat that I was about to ensue there. Okay.
That's what happens with the
Alright.
Red Joker.
That's what happens with the Red Joker.
Yep,
Hells
that's
yeah.
it.
All right.
See, that's the thing that scares me though. If the red Joker's already out, that means that
Yep.
black Joker is
Black
just
Joker's
waiting.
still in
Oh
there.
yeah, look. I'm
As
gonna
soon
make a
As soon
prediction
as you
right
gave
now.
me the, as soon as you gave me the permission to be counting cards, I opened up an Excel spreadsheet, and now I'm keeping a track of the running average of what's
Hells
left of
yeah,
the
let's
deck.
go.
The current average of the deck is a 7.209.
Good job.
The terrifying thing about like that Red Joker coming up is Matt never did learn how combat works.
And he never. It's like 3 episodes in,
never
we
will.
never do a combat.
Every time
no
combat's
fighting,
about to
yeah.
start, Dan's like,
He's just too big.
No. And you know what's really funny?
cool.
You know what's extra funny is I actually legit have no ranks in Intimidate.
oh well.
Oh wow.
Just a positive flip on it.
Yeah, just a positive flip and a +1 from my size.
All right. So, guys, with them leaving, is there anything that you'd like to do? Say, ask.
I would like to predict that the Black Joker is going to go to Felix by the end of the game today.
I can feel it in my soul.
Because it's always that spot on your screen.
No. It's always Bon.
Right.
It's every single time we've ever played.
Yeah, didn't you
Oh,
pull 3 Black Jokers in one game at some point?
It was kind of amazing. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
It's
What if Bon and Thomas played in the same game?
There'd be 2 black jokers in the
There'd be
deck
two
somehow.
jokes to be black jokers in the deck.
Get another black joker.
That's it. Okay.
Thomas is the one that we've seen be cursed by the black joker.
Yeah. Okay, so my first question is going to be as to how we're going to get to the town, presuming that we're in the warehouses of like the city.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The reporter's gonna say, "Look, I haven't figured that part out yet. We need to find a way." She looks over to Monica and says, "That makes sense for us to be up there. Is there perhaps a way that we could do a routine inspection?" Or
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm hoping we could. Wait, do cars exist in this world?
They do in my version.
Okay.
No, they
Best
actually
case
do.
scenario, if we could get a company car, that would be beautiful. So Monica will say, absolutely. You know that I work in PR. They're going to be scrambling. I'm actually surprised that you got this scoop before even it made its way down the command line to me.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a real story you've got here.
Well, I don't mean to put a crinkle in this particular potato chip, but I don't suppose you've got any convertible company cars, because I'm a big boy, and I need a big boy car.
You're like 6'2" in a compact. Not quite.
Beautiful.
It's like that guy from the James Bond movies. Like, just open this tiny ass door and then just. You right.
Look, all guild cars do come with roof racks. Well, look, absolutely. There's going to be a big scramble up there, and there should be no problem for us to requisition some papers that put us as part of some kind of inspection party. I might have to pull some strings, but we can make it work.
All right. She looks over to you. She's gonna sort of like move over to you and whisper to you. I think they're trying to bury it. I don't know why, but the guild don't seem to want to help me, so you might need to go rogue on this one. Really put those bureaucracy skills to work.
When you said foul play, you meant the union, right?
Yes. However, I don't know why the guild is acting so quiet on it. It shouldn't be as... You know why.
Okay. I'm not sure how to progress.
Excuse me, MJ. So
Yes.
who out of the union has been acting shifty, or has there been any strange occurrences with any of the current, I guess, the union leaders?
The union we don't have too much connection with. We the two of us are guild representatives, and we have a tentative alliance with them. We tend to our affairs. We supply them with miners from Earth, and they in turn run the camps there with their union to mine the soul stones.
Is there someone that you might be possibly on friendlier terms with, and outside of who you've been able to meet?
I was told not to look into it.
I see. Okay. So part of being a boogeyman is that and street urchin is like you get random information from pretty much all across from any of the orphan children around.
Yeah.
Are there any kids that are like around town that might is there an area for the orphan children that I know where I can
Okay,
get that?
what we're going to do is
a little bit?
I'm going to give you the creative reins on this one, and you can tell me how you've a place where you might look after them or know what they need to be looked after. So my brain goes to maybe a place in the sewers. However, if you have somewhere else that you would like, I'm more than okay with that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think I have some people I can talk to. Gentlemen, gentlemen and lady, if you'd like to follow me into town, I think there's a sewer that we might be able to explore and get some possible help in finding a way to get ourselves up there.
Of course. MJ, I'm so sorry that I didn't see them coming. I feel like I let you down.
Oh, I don't actually think it was you. I think it was me.
Oh, you want to be let down? I reach up
Yes,
to try
please.
and help
Can-
Boris.
I'll jump down, and I'll just use your like extended hand as one step, boink, 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 and then onto your from hand onto bicep onto shoulder, and then down.
Hell's yeah. It seems that MJ seems to be just like hand waving the situation, and she'll say, "It's okay. I don't think it was you. I think it was me. However, they seemed pretty sneaky. I don't blame you for not seeing them."
Yes. Well, at least we know who we're dealing with now, right? The sort of people that can get around in the shadows. I kind of look over to Felix as well. I'm familiar with that sort of folk. Felix,
Oh.
I'm right behind you.
All right. Everyone just follow my lead, and hopefully they don't follow us a little too closely on where we're going.
Did I ever tell you about the different type of bass there are in the river? You got your largemouth bass, European bass, Patagonian toothfish, striped bass, black sea bass, smallmouth bass,
No, wait,
Japanese
Uncle
sea
Dan,
bass,
we really shouldn't be talking
white
this
bass,
about.
spotted bass.
Wait, we don't know how far away they
All
are.
right,
from
and
us,
this,
Uncle Dan.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, keep going.
And this continues on for a while. And who's keeping watch to make sure that you guys aren't being followed? I'm going to get you to do a negative flip for me. The number is actually going to be again 8.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
The whole
that's a fail.
time,
That's a 6.
the whole time, Dan is again just talking about all the fish. It's very hard to sort of like pay attention when the fishing talk is happening the whole time.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time
bass,
keeping a
yellow
track
bass.
of.
Yeah.
Dan,
Would you like to cheat?
please, Dan, please. I don't have anything to cheat in.
Okay,
We'll
cool.
Succeed.
All right, cool.
Dan, please, shush, please. Goodness, we can talk about fish another time, but we're in undercover. It's in. Oh my goodness.
So you travel through the city of Malifaux for a while, and it is a city of wonders. You can see all types of marvels that are powered by the magic of the soul stones. There are giant automatons. You can also see people able to cast magic in brilliant and wonderful ways. It is truly a spectacle to be had. As you eventually start to move to the outer city, you find the marvels and the spectacles begin to fade, and things begin to become a little bit more normal. People seem to be a little bit more down to earth on the outer city, and even the buildings are a little bit more decrepit and less maintained. You travel for the better part of just over an hour, and as you do, you come to a big alleyway that has this big sewer sort of opening where water would be moved when it would rain on longer amounts of times, like rainy season. You can see that there is this big dripping maw that yawns waiting for your entrance. For you, Felix, this entrance is not so scary. You've been in and out of this place before, and usually there's no trouble.
I look around me and I'm trying to see any of the familiar faces of like any of the boys who tend to be running as errand boys, as information runners. Yeah. I try to see if I get a good look out. And
yeah, about 20 yards from here, you can see there is a small boy. He's about 7 years old. He has scruffy, spiky hair, freckles all over his face. He's got these like creek green eyes, and his hands have been bandaged in various areas. He has a stick that he's just slapping against the crate that he's sitting on. He hasn't noticed you at this point, but he's like looking down the road to make sure no one else is doing anything ill towards. However, this individual is prone for daydreaming. This one's name is Malik.
All right. I look over to Malik and I have like two, like I have a sword on my side and I kind of tap it kind of in a pattern that is familiar to him, kind of like a secret, like the secret code
Hell's
to get
yeah.
in, sort of. Yeah.
This is like still like about 20 yards away, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
nice and loud because I
Yeah.
know he's daydreaming, and there's a little look of a scowl, a little anger, just like God, you just gotta do your job, please. Yes, this is why so many bad things happen.
What I'm gonna get to do from what I'm gonna get you to do is let's get you to do a leadership.
Leadership.
Yeah,
Okay.
the DC is he's daydreaming, so let's make it a 7.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to cheat that because I'm not really that leadershipy. I'm gonna cheat that with a 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
11.
You break his daydream, and he looks over, and you can see he bashfully dips his head and starts to run over to you. Oh,
What was his name
Felix, hey! Malik.
Malik.
What's going on?
Hey, Malik, come on. You really gotta stop daydreaming so much.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, it's so boring sitting on that crate all day watching, making sure that no one's following or whatnot. I'd rather be out there with you.
It's never a good job, you know that. I'm gonna guess there hasn't been any trouble if you have time to daydream, right?
Who really cares about kids? Seriously, like we're not that special. Not yet, at least.
Will I care about kids? I do.
Yeah, bro, Uncle Dan. You remember Uncle Dan, right?
Oh, yeah. No,
He brought you that nice fish.
it was
that
real
fish
good.
pot
That.
pie?
Did you bring any more?
I'm going to rummage around in my my tackle box and see do I have any like fish, like dried fish skins?
I would say so.
Yeah, I'll bring out a small bag. It's like kind of basically these like almost like strips of like air dried fish skins that are like salted and the like.
Oh, thanks. Can I have that?
Oh, of course you can. As long as I became Scottish for some reason. Of course you can, lad. Yeah, take this with you.
Dan is just a one-man tour of the British
Yeah,
Isles.
this is it. It's a whole British Empire. It is. Right,
Oh,
just
yeah.
get this in ya. Right.
How poor is this child that he's excited by a fish? Give him an Xbox.
It's just
Not a
skin.
fish. No,
It's just
not a
the
fish.
skin.
A fish skin. A dried fish skin.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what? You all knock it, okay? But it's freaking
Yeah.
delicious, okay? Just saying. Put it out
Oh.
there. One of the best things you can eat. Freaking fish skins.
Yeah, unless you have money.
Better than vegetables. Like, what's
Wait,
happening?
Yeah, so much better.
So,
than
what
vegetables.
does- What does like a good crispy fish skin taste like, though?
It's like
Fishy.
It's like fish and chips, except as one glorious thing.
Oh,
And without
boy.
all the good bits.
It's got all the good bits. It's like
Thanks for that, Uncle Dan.
oily and fried and delicious. Yeah, I'm Dan's muttering to himself like it's oily, it's fried, it's delicious.
Few
All right,
scales,
you-
but that's all right.
Uncle Dan always takes care of us.
I use
Can you
them
make
to like
sure-
I use them to kind of like brush my teeth as
Unc-
well. Like with that's why I leave the scales on.
Uncle,
like,
Uncle
kinda-
Dan, Uncle Dan, we still gotta go inside.
Oh,
we
yeah,
still gotta
sorry.
go inside. All right.
So you want me to stay here and keep guard, or?
Yeah. Okay. I just could you just make sure that well, we had some bad occurrences at the last spot we were at. So if anything dangerous happens, you give a good haul and you get out of here, okay?
All right. See what? Wait. Did you say hello or
Anything looks
horn?
out of the. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, either or kind of work, you know. Because whatever's easier on you.
All right. I'll run.
You're a good boy. All right, I'll be sure to bring some more food next time, okay?
Maybe a potato next time.
You got it.
Thanks, Felix.
We'll head on in, gentlemen. And then, lady, are you guys ready?
You can see MJ look down at the sewer pipe. She's like, I really don't want to go down there. But I am a reporter.
You got to go where the report takes you, right?
You are right.
Monica will say, hey, guild responsibility stretches subterranean as well. You know, we've got a lease on this whole thing, top to bottom. So if you can report on the surface, you can report underground.
And besides,
God, I love vodka.
the stench will only last for a limited amount of time, but your report will last forever, right? Or until they bury it.
All right.
Onwards.
All right.
Good scoops are always the most dangerous, right?
You guys
No, I swear it's not a bad smell.
start heading down into the very dark and stinky tunnels that is the sewers of the city.
It's right cramp in here, innit?
Very dark, and I don't know what the equivalent of dark vision is in this place. However, does anyone have any light
source? Don't have dark vision.
No dark vision. You guys like the light starts to sort of fade away from you, and you need some sort of source of light. Does anyone have anything?
I don't believe I do.
Oh, I got some fish oil I can put on a rag.
Monica just has a cigarette. She's got a lighter, but that's not
Just a single lighter.
You can light my rag. Here.
I'll absolutely light your rag.
If you
Be
know what I
careful.
mean.
Keep that away from the children.
I love it.
Well,
Okay.
he's about to give it to Felix in order to take us forward.
Now he's one of the children.
Uncle Dan, I'm only about 15, remember?
Give Felix
Oh, by
fire.
the time I was 15, I was right proper man. I went and did my fishing. I killed my first fish. I had my first cigarette. I did. Don't smoke.
You were probably about this size as well, right?
Yeah, no, people did tend to confuse me with a 21-year-old, but I think he'll be fine. Boy needs to learn how to hold a flaming torch. Here.
Wait a minute. This is the 1920s, right?
Yeah.
Like,
you should be married. You're
Um,
not a wee boy. You're a man without a
There's a lot
job.
of kids out
I
here.
give Felix a cigarette. Like,
Yeah.
It's just he's pull out a cigarette, pint of alcohol, and some porn mags. There we go. Now we're more.
Give him a slap around the back of the head.
Now that you've used the now that you guys are sort of like, you've got the torch, right? It starts to sputter and illuminate the area. What I need from you, Felix, is I need you to do a check for me. The number will be 12, and that is going to be a wilderness. A wilderness check to sort of navigate the tunnels best that you can. It was going to be a negative flip, however, with the light source, you are now able to do that with the 12. It's still difficult.
Is there a chance that I can? Oh, I don't want to talk this was. Is there a chance I can do it with like a track since I've been here before and I kind of am familiar? And
You know what?
looking for
Yes,
the
go ahead and
bonus
use your track.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so let's say that there's markers that you used to finding and following and the movements. So there's going to be 12.
Well, that's one fewer
Well,
one left in the
definitely.
deck at least.
It's true. It's true. We can even this out. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I guess I'll. You gotta make sure we don't get lost. It's probably the worst to be trapped inside those sewers. So I'll cheat it with a 12.
A 12? Okay, cool. With that 12 and any modifiers that you have, you do navigate yourself to the place that you guys keep and look after each other. Let's call it the nursery, if you're okay with that. Yeah, you can see many children have, they're all going about their business. Some are resting, some are keeping guard, and others are, like checking food. You can actually see the one that usually is in charge around these parts, and that's Peggy. Peggy is kind of like the big sister to a lot of the children here, and she immediately sees you, Felix, and a big grin like breaks onto her face, and she starts to smile. As she sees you, she walks over and with a sassy expression is going to say, where have you been?
Hi, Peggy. I'm trying to get work, and MJ has a job for us, and she's got some friends, and we're trying to find. Well, we need your help.
Noticing the outsiders now that she didn't notice before, Peggy starts to have a look of worry, looking for you for reassurance. You brought strangers here?
Hey, Peggy, MJ's always been good to us. Always finding some good scoops and finding me some work, and she's helped out a lot. I promise you can trust her.
Who are you? I'm MJ, and this here is Monica. We're from the guild. Where we heard that there was some trouble happening up in the Northern Hills, and well, Felix here said that you might know something. You notice that Peggy is a little bit worried. Her hand goes behind her back, and you know that she has a dagger that she hides back there. So you know she's reaching for it. Her hand rests on it behind her back, and she's sort of holding the hand of a little boy in the other. She looks down and then looks back to the two guild members. I think you should leave now, please.
Heck, Peggy. We're trying to save some lives here, and you do some good. Some of these kids used to be, some of the miners' kids. It would mean the world to be able to get this help from you. I mean, I brought Uncle Dan. You remember Uncle Dan, right? I wouldn't bring people we couldn't trust unless we could do something about it.
I need you to roll to give me a check. It's going to be high. We're going to make it another 12, and this is going to be a carouse, I believe. There's no persuasion, but carouse.
Convince.
Convince? Yeah.
Yeah, it's under social.
Yep.
Social.
Carouse is getting drunk.
Getting drunk. Not with kids. Yeah.
Oh God, I've never seen myself as a leader.
Can I help with to give an advantage?
A positive flip?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh wow. Wait, what? How many? What is that? A 10?
That's a 10. 10 of crows.
Okay. 10 of crows. Wow. All right. I'm gonna use my last card.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. It's a 13.
Wait, what did it have to be?
A 12. Have to be to 12.
A 12.
Yeah, had to be to 12.
Is there anything that you can use your abilities, Bars?
If it's a failure, I can jump in and attempt the thing, but I've got a +0 to it, so I'm
Well,
gonna fail.
before you cheat, did you want to try and? Oh, you've got a. Yeah, you were gonna fail either way.
I've got a +0 to convince,
Oh, sure.
so
Okay, cool.
the chances of me rolling a 12, 3 of the 13s have gone already, so the chances of me getting a 12 is very slim.
Yeah. Okay. So with that check, Felix, with you cheating fate, Peggy goes. Yeah, right. What do you want to know?
Thank you. Okay. So the place has been cleared out, and there's been a lot of bodies everywhere. There's no been answers or trying to figure out why. I'm not the best with words. But Monica, could you, or MJ, could you explain it better?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me double check. I'm not muted. Yeah, absolutely. You know well, even at your younger age, industrious folk such as you living underground, that in the northern mines, they're mining for soulstones. There has been an accident, and we need to find out as much as we can about this accident and the people involved. We're trying to save lives here, and we're trying to make Malifaux a better place. So any eyes and ears you have around the street, have you heard anything about this explosion to the north?
Well, Felix said it best. Many of the children here have parents that work in the mines. They're not allowed to go to the Northern Hills, so they are given to some of the orphanages. However, sometimes they're not fit for us, and places like this are much better. There is a great sadness and a great anger up in the Northern Hills of those who are parents to us, so we've heard. Often they've been ripped from their parents' arms. Can't say that must be good or nice. You can see that MJ is considering and scrunching her face, and she'll say, doesn't make sense. There's no reason why. There's no reason why the guild would cover that up. I mean, if the parents are done with their mining contracts, being prisoner or whatnot, they would be able to retrieve their children from the orphanage. It's all on paper, isn't it? Do an easy bureaucracy check for me if you can, Monica. I'm gonna set that as a 6.
You're only giving me
fail.
bureaucracy. I love it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a +5 for that. So
Yeah.
I can't
Fail
fail.
it.
Can't fail. Yeah. Okay. I will take note for next time. Actually, no, you can with the black joker. So just draw.
Oh
it.
yeah, true.
Yeah, hit me.
Oh.
I love bureaucracy.
Is it-
I take it
That's-
back.
Okay. Cool.
what was the card that he can fail with? The only card in the deck.
The only card, the black joker.
And this card is which one again?
This is
11
the
of
black
clubs.
joker. 11 of clubs. It's not the joker. It isn't.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
it's
So
the
you see.
joke, right.
I thought
Oh,
it
that's
looked
the
like
jack?
the joker. It's the jack.
Is that,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Hey, disregard everything I just did.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
So
Cancel the gag.
yeah, that makes sense.
I thought it was a Black Joker.
The children will be reunited once the contract is done if they're prisoners, or they should be able to bring their children up to the Northern Hills to stay with them in their various sort of settlements up there.
And
That
to clarify,
should is what happened. Yeah.
and to clarify, Dredd, that means that like some of these kids are the children of people who are indentured prisoners
Yeah.
being forced to work in a labor camp. Like that's these kids have a wild existence.
Yeah. And treading carefully as well.
What a nightmare.
Yeah.
We'd like to take this moment to remind people that Through the Breach is set in the early 1900s. The times of the times of that period of existence no longer reflects our state of modern society. We are very grateful for this, but it would be very negligent to forget that this was how we got to where we are. These moments here are as much about exploring and feeling what it was like in those situations as it was for our ability.
Back
to
in the
talk
good
about
old
it.
days.
Yeah.
Monica gives this
Back in the good old days when you could use child labor.
Monica
So what-
gives this child a 1920s lollipop, which of course has nicotine.
Yeah, perfect.
So what I'm
And
going
some
to say,
cocaine.
I am going to say that if there is anything that anyone feels unsafe with at home, or players here, please let me know. If at home, please be responsible with your entertainment and get up and walk away if you're feeling uncomfortable, and then come back and check in when things have sort of calmed down. But yes, so that's what you get. On paper, that's what's meant to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. She looks over to you inquisitively and wondering if that's the case, if that's how the guild has set it up.
And do you know what? Monica's from public relations. She absolutely toes the guild line here and says, absolutely, after the contract is done, your parents will be coming home to you as model citizens of Malifaux. And they'll take you out of this place and everything will be great. And they'll have, a family and 3.5 children and a white picket fence. Absolutely just towing the party line here.
Yeah, I love it. The little boy that's holding Peggy's hand looks up to you with an expression of hope. I'm gonna see my mom again.
Yes.
Yes.
Roll
Monica has a smile that she can do. It's like, okay, I have to do that.
Roll it.
Yeah,
Roll
smile.
it. Let's say that's going to. It's a kid. It's going to be a deceive 7. Let's see how you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me look at my number if you want to flip it up. Oh, I'm a +3 for deceive. So hit me
Let's
up.
go.
Dag's busy putting tokens on things.
Dad, can
Yeah.
you please flip me up a card?
I'm getting
And
there.
May
I'm
I-
getting there.
may I
I
ask-
have to give a fate point to
We'll get there
Boris.
quicker.
Dear, I have an 11. Jeez.
Oh man, I don't.
Do you
feel
like me
good
now?
About it.
Huh?
I don't feel good about it, but I succeeded.
The kid begins like bawling with relief. I'm gonna see my mom. I'm gonna see my mom.
Hey kid, have a nicotine pop. Give her.
All
Felix
right.
just turns away and is like has a tear just going off to the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Does anyone have any? Does anyone else have any questions or things that they want to interact with here?
No, Boris wants to get the fuck out of here as quickly as possible. This is a depressing situation
Now,
to be in, and he wants to go and see if he can find this kid's.
Can I ask? Does anyone have enchanting here?
No.
Necromancy?
Nope.
I've got counterspelling.
Same. Yeah.
Counterspelling as well?
I have
I got
counterspelling.
nothing.
Counterspelling?
I got no. I
Okay,
got
cool.
no magic.
All right, cool.
Well, no ratings in magic. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. Does
Dan
anyone
just doesn't
have
believe in superstition. He just goes, no, magic's not real.
history?
History?
Yeah.
Nope. No ranks in history.
Was
Alright.
that a question whether anyone has history? I think I have
Yeah.
history, but I'm not great at it.
Let's make it a history 6.
Oh, sure.
6.
For whom?
Anyone that wants to take it.
Oh, well, there's a 6, so not me because that'll take it to a 5.
I'm a +1.
+1. Okay, cool.
We'll have a
So-
7 then.
Monica, what you know about soul stones is that they are indeed powered by souls. When people die, they sort of illuminate and manifest magic and sort of like charge those soul stones. That knowledge pertains to if anyone was up there when the explosion or people were fighting up there, those souls would have been charged into any depleted soul stones.
Okay.
Oh.
Hmm.
And my understanding is that soul stones, when they're mined, are not depleted. They're mining.
They're not.
Potent
However,
soul stones.
Exactly. However, they also would have ones up there that they would be using to recharge if anyone was to die up there. That sort of like
Wow.
comes into your mind as you start to think about the parents and the kids that are up there.
That's grim.
As you have that thought,
Wonderful.
you start to hear this high-pitched and spine-tingling screech coming from the tunnel behind you. It's almost like nails on a chalkboard. Something very large is moving towards you.
Yeah, I grab this kid and pull them behind me. And then I see Dan and I push the kid behind Dan.
Yeah. 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 I'm disappearing into the shadows.
All right.
Well, I'll stand at the
fight.
front then, shall I?
As this is happening, you hear splashing into sight coming from the darkness. Malik.
Ah.
Something's coming. Something's coming. We gotta hide. We gotta get everyone out of here. Something's coming. I'm gonna swear. I get my one swear. I'm gonna say it. Okay.
Ready to clip?
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah,
No, I
go
don't
for
want to
the
do it. No, I don't want to do it.
Do it, you coward.
Oh,
Did he freeze when he
Did he
swore?
literally
kidding me?
just freeze? Did Dred literally just freeze at the one time that we get to hear him swear ever?
This is my birthday
Oh my
all
god!
over again.
What a perfect
This
time.
cannot be real. This cannot
His,
be real.
his webcam is just like, no, you are not gonna swear. This is
No.
against your brand as the wholesome GM.
Oh, we won. We won, everybody.
We won, yeah, we broke it.
We killed the gym. Thank you, Liska. What the actual hell?
We broke it.
I'm
What a perfect time for that. Somebody definitely needs to clip this, please.
Crying.
I'm gonna swear. I'm gonna do it. No, I don't want to. Okay.
Then just.
He deleted
Ah.
himself.
His whole wholesome brand just like imploded on itself at the threat of him saying one swear word.
It's the algorithm. It's finally
this-
caught him.
All his dreads fell out.
I was playing a game with him just privately off stream, just me and him chatting, and then he was like singing along to a rap song or something, and he was swearing, and I was like, it was so bizarre. It was such a bizarre situation to hear him even saying the words.
Just so casually too.
Hello.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, look, no one will believe us. No one will believe us. But Dread has a saucy mouth.
You guys want to play D&D?
Yeah, let's play D&D. Who's gonna GM?
All right, I'll GM.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, you all start in a tavern.
Uh-huh.
All right. There's been a festival recently, and it's gone quite awry. Right. So all the fireworks that went off actually sent a lot of the buildings on fire. And in the midst of this drinking session of you old school friends catching up, the town has caught on fire. What do you want to do?
You've moved him into the middle. So it's on fire right now.
The tavern is on fire, but you heard the explosions, the dogs barking in the town. You knew it was a fireworks festival. Maybe it was like it's our Independence Day. Welcome to Cradle's Independence Day. And there is fires in the town. You can hear the fantasy fire engine in the distance. What do you guys want to do?
I'm a hero, so I'm gonna go towards it. I'm gonna see if there's anybody in danger that I can save or help.
Absolutely. Rob's character kind of barrels out the door, and as soon as you barrel out the door, you see streams of people. And the thing is, usually when there's danger, people are running away from the danger. There's so much confusion that there's like this weird mathematical cross-section as the trajectory of fleeing people kind of crisscrosses in every direction. And when you walk out there, you're immediately bloody fire blind from like this dark night and this burning fire in front of you. It's the fireworks factory and it's on fire. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm walking away from the fireworks factory. I've got like kind of like blackened hair and the like. And my character is turning around and going, "It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It was like that when I got here. Just because I was having smoko doesn't mean anything, okay?"
And like as you walk towards them, behind you, like in the silhouette of you, like you casting a shadow, there are like lab technicians just like rolling around on fire.
Is one of them run past and jumps into a stream with a Wilhelm scream?
Yeah, one of them Wilhelm scream.
Walk it off, you big sissy.
He's exploding down the river, still on fire. There's some kind of compound on him.
He's exaggerating. Oh, Marjorie's just freaking. Just always making mountains out of molehills.
And Bon, what is your character doing in this situation?
You know, I'm just sitting there on a bench enjoying a good ale. Just kind of confused.
The fireworks this year are crazy.
Yeah, this is my first visit here, but God, it's amazing. I'm loving it.
they pull out all the stops in this village.
All right, so Rob, you've run out. There's this bloody crowd going off, and the thing is, every now and then in the fireworks factory, there is like a bottle rocket or some kind of illegal ammunition flying out, exploding in the shape of a big purple.
It's only illegal once you light them. Clearly, I own this factory.
What level have it? I've been rolling while you've been talking. I've decided I'm a male ranger, and I need to know if I'm rolling for subclass yet.
We are level 3 apparently.
Level 3. Okay, cool. I'm going to need to roll for some subclasses, but I'm a ranger. Unfortunately, I'm going to run. I'm going to decide that my one of my favorite terrains is urban, so I'm in my favorite terrain.
Very well. You're perfectly suitable to tracking Carl Urban.
I will tell you what I'll do. I'll do something heroic. That guy falling into the river gives me an idea, so I'm going to. Hey, he's back. Hello.
Oh.
he's still connecting.
To be continued.
To be continued next time.
And
what is Rob gonna do on his turn? Ooh, that's a good cliffhanger to leave off.
That's a great cliffhanger.
What happened?
You swore and it broke the universe.
You have to watch
That's what happened.
You gotta watch out. Yeah, you have to watch the VOD now. That's.
You have to be careful with my world-shattering swears.
Yeah.
I know. That's what we're saying.
Power word, stream break.
Amazing.
Again? I want to hear what you said. Like, I feel robbed. Come on.
No, he feels robbed.
I feel hot lead.
All right. Okay, so did you guys end up managing to take a break during that time? Did we want to take a break quickly?
Oh no, but we're good.
Look, we got 20 minutes.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Matt
cool.
went to the little Monica's
Little
room.
boys' room anyway.
Okay, cool. Can I get that scary horror building, tension building music again?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Sure.
Totally.
But as long as we get that swear.
Hold up.
You want to hear the swear?
Yeah.
So something reality breaking was coming down the tunnel.
Am I allowed to have my one swear?
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
No, don't clip it.
2 seconds to get my voice recorder up.
Yeah.
No,
Amazing.
I won't. Okay, so hold on. I won't clip it, but yes, you can have your square.
Okay, cool. Malik looks at you all and says, "It's fucking huge, and it's coming. We gotta run. We gotta run now!" And it starts screaming, and it starts to echo out through the cave as well. You can see Peggy look over and says, "I don't care how big it is. Manners. Watch what you what. Swearing no." So, okay, guys, you guys need to decide quick because there is something coming towards you, and you can feel the vibrations in the stonework from the tunnel that you've just come in from. So it's scraping against it and leaving big gouge marks. You can actually see just like the lighter or anything else, it starts to flint and spark as it moves towards you. It's a very big entity.
Dread, I would really like for Monica to reach into her clutch that is by her side and pull out like this massive Dirty Harry pistol. And just like level it down and have to brace herself, like very regulation, exactly shoulder width apart. She got her certificate, and she just fires into the darkness. And I would like the illuminating spark of the bullet just to be able to give us, like, do some damage. But I'd love the idea of like tracking this bullet down this hallway towards this monstrosity.
Okay, give me an attack roll. Let's see if you can match its AC, which I'm getting for you now. It'll make a defense duel using its defense skill.
I'm probably blind if I can't see it as well. I don't know if that's disadvantage or anything, but I'm a +4.
Okay, now Dag, when I'm looking at a stat block, when I'm making my defense, is it the one in brackets in the defense, and then adding that to the
No, you don't add anything. You just it's just what's in the defense.
In the brackets or on the other side?
Brackets.
Okay, cool. What was the result?
Well, with disadvantage from blindness, that's a 2.
A 2?
And I'm a
plus-
+4.
It's a 6.
What was the AC? What was the target number?
Oh, so sorry. The AC is 10.
I will actually cheat fate on this one, thank you. I'll
How's
replace
that?
it with
Actually,
my...
unfortunately,
Yeah, you got disadvantage.
Yeah, actually you
A
can't.
cheat and fate when you've already got a negative flip.
Yeah.
That was a test, and you all passed. Bureaucracy
Amazing.
101 with Monica.
Amazing.
Could
You did
I retroactively have given him one of my tokens that I've got here?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. If Dag's
make
okay with
that-
that.
hey,
I'll give him-
if you're okay with
I'll
it.
give him one of those
what
tokens.
What I'll
I
do
will
is,
take
how
that
do you,
first.
I would like you to describe how you sort of like give that ability to sort of change fate or change
Okay, yeah. So what I was doing as soon as I heard this thing coming, I said I was disappearing into the shadows. So I'm going round to where the mouth of this thing is, and I'm kind of like stealthing my way around. I see that Monica's sort of blindly pointing at me, and so I say, to your left a bit. And then she points it to the left a little more into the actual mouth of the tunnel rather than at the wall of the tunnel.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright.
And like, bam. I think Monica also has in earplugs as well. Somehow she managed to do that. It's safe.
She puts her hand in, grabs that Dirty Harry pistol, grabs out 2 earplugs, regulation,
From
loads
my
it,
understanding-
properly checks it.
Hells
Puts on
yeah.
the safety goggles.
Puts on the goggles. Yeah.
So my understanding how it works, Dag, is now that it's a neutral flip, we're able to cheat it because it was a fate point that makes it a
Well,
positive and a negative.
Well,
and
it's already a
Well,
success.
actually, because
This
here's the
will
thing.
make me pass.
Because Rob added a positive flip to the negative flip, it's no longer a 2. It is
Oh,
now
brilliant.
a 7 of masks.
Okay, cool.
No, 7, and the 7 plus 4 becomes an 11. It's a success.
Okay, cool. As that bullet screams down the chamber, it hits whatever this creature is, and you hear this high-pitched pang. It illuminates the room ever so slightly, and you see this giant construct that's trying to force its way into the room. You can see that it's equipped with all manner of weaponry. You can actually see on its back there's this flamethrower that has a little pilot light that's burning. You can also see that it has a harpoon for an arm as well.
Yeah.
And on its face, you can see it's a full plate panel face, and it's got this big like like dig or jagged smirk or smile on its face that's there permanently. However, it doesn't seem like that is a feature of its construction. That is something that has had it's either done to itself, or that's something that someone else has done to it. Yeah, exactly.
Boris looks down at the garrote that he's holding in one hand and thinks, this is going to work. I don't think this is going to do it.
And Monica says to herself just quietly, "That's not regulation."
Yeah. Actually, what I'll get from you is, Dag, would history for determining what this thing is be something that would be okay?
I feel like if I know what this is, which I feel like I kind of do, I feel like straight up Monica should know what this is.
Okay.
Okay.
Monica, this is something known as a peacekeeper. It is a very large and powerful construct. However, they are used for they're specifically designed for guilds, like a special division in the guild. This one, however, doesn't look like it is. It is something that the guild has been using lately. This one in particular seems a little bit more retro or old and rudimentary. You can see it's rusting in places as well. Hells yeah.
Okay, so this I'm making the presumption this is something that would not accept my work ID. You know what I mean? Like,
it's getting closer at this point. You guys need to decide what you're doing because it is coming. I will say
I'm hiding.
Hells yeah. All right, give me a stealth check.
Dag cries uncle. I know what a peacekeeper is.
Yeah, I know what a peacekeeper is. I've only played this game like 4 times and I've fought 2 of them now.
Well, no, because that's true.
Peggy's going to look at the children, and now that this creature is sort of like calling out to them, she looks at a boarded up place of entry, because this is like a one-way room. She runs over quickly and yells to the other children to help take away the barricade. They start to try and remove the barricade at this point. Felix, can I get a history check from you?
Can I get my stealth check first, please?
Yes, do that.
Dan, Dag, stealth check for me, please. I'm going to use my positive flip token on it.
Hells yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm using notice. Okay.
I got a 15.
I'll let you know the AC, the TN. A 15, you beat it. Smash it. It was 9. So you're definitely
did I
getting.
beat it by the imaginative error or not imaginative?
Yeah, you did get a
success.
Marginal success as well. So I'm going to say that you are pretty much, you have advantage on it. You have the upper hand. So if there's anything that you want to do, you'll get a positive flip on it.
What suit was it?
That was a 12 of crows.
Hey, crows, that's my trigger. I succeed, so I get the effect Stalker. After succeeding, you gain the following condition for the next minute. Getting closer. This character may end this condition when making a melee attack against the target that does not know she is present to gain 2 pluses to the attack flip.
Hells yeah, let's go.
I could stalk up behind this thing and knife it with one of my throwing knives.
I'm going to give, because you got a marginal success as well, I'm going to give you an additional one as well. Yeah.
Or attack flips.
All right.
Children. Give children.
Okay. All right. So
can I have a swear?
Yeah, you can have a swear. You can see that it is pretty much moments away from the cave at this point. We're going to do an ongoing skill challenge to help. You either can fight here, or that'll just be, we'll go into combat, or if you want to move the children out, you need to figure out how you want to do that with an ongoing skill challenge. The skills that I'm going to allow are going to be athletics, acrobatics. We are also going to allow leadership as well. And I'm going to say stealth as well. So we'll take Boris as one of the successes. I'm going to need 8 successes for this to continue. And you guys are going to have four failures. And if you get 4 failures, we have a catastrophic failure.
So 4 failures before we get 8 successes, and
Yeah.
we've got 1 success so far with my stealth.
Yeah, so you guys need 7 more to succeed. It seems the children want to move down into the cave. What was that history check, Felix, just quickly?
Dag,
Oh, yeah.
you get a roll.
TN's going to be a 6.
Tag, stop with the peacekeeper and
Never.
flip a card.
No, I like the Peacekeeper though.
Boom. History of
Yeah.
7 of crows.
Yeah, okay. That's a smash. You smash it. You know down there there is all types of nasties down there. You were told by someone that if in the sewers, many of the resurrectionists use this place as sort of like collection sites to sort of raise the dead and to make sure that they are able to build their forces and whatnot. So that's probably what's going to be down there. You're going into the resurrectionist area.
Wow.
Hey, Dread, may I ask you this clarifying question? We are in like sewers or a cave? Is this like a
Sewers,
branching
but it's like a
network?
big. It's like this is one area that they've sort of like they've built dams and stopped it. There's 2 ways out of this cave. There's the resurrectionist path, and there's also straight past the peacekeeper who's about to come into the room. So you can either try stealth or get through and bring the children through there, and making sure that they don't grab nothing happens to the children, or you can go through the resurrectionist area.
Okay, as part of this this big old check, I think here's the thing about leaders. Good leaders empower other people to be good leaders, and Monica
Yeah.
knows this. And turning to like the oldest child there,
Yeah.
probably even grabs this kid, I don't know which one it would be, and says, "We need to get to the surface. We can't go past that thing. Where's the nearest exit?" And
Give
like,
me
I'm
a-
trying to like rattle this kid into
Yeah. So this
pathfinding.
will be Peggy. Peggy's the oldest. She's like the
Sure.
older sister. So let's get a leadership check from you. I'm gonna set it as an 8. Good luck.
Thank you for the luck. Hit me up, Dag. What do you got? Big money, no whammies. I just said no whammies.
I said
just
no
said
whammies, damn it.
I just said it. I can do this.
Can you cheat something in? Because I can also step in and do the leadership thing that I can do.
I will actually cheat in my 7 of crows, please.
Yeah, let's go.
So I will succeed that by 3, I think.
Okay, cool. She looks at you. There's no like this is not as sizable. I forget what they call it. Rob, what is it called? You need to beat it by 5.
Margin
Marginal
of
success. Yeah. So it's just a straight one. She nods at
Not
you.
marginal. That would be the
yeah.
opposite. Margin of.
Marginal.
I'm shaking her.
Yeah. Alright,
Take us to the surface!
you want to go through that thing? How are we gonna get past that thing?
So at this point, Dan.
She does. Sorry,
well,
good.
as she says that, Dan is going to. I'd like to approach the bench.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right.
Everyone gets 1.
Okay. So we have to make 8 successes before 4
Yeah.
failures, correct?
Yep.
I would like.
That's another success as well. So we got 2 on the board.
Okay, so there's 2 on the board. So
Yeah.
I would like to petition for Dan to use his mass and try to basically grab onto the peacekeeper and use the impose action. So rather than getting a combat-based effect, I want to increase the amount of times we need to fail for a catastrophic failure because I'm keeping its attention as I'm like trying to I'm using my mass to basically just try and
To give us
To
like
get
an extra 1 failure, essentially.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Let's make that an athletics check. Let's make that hard because you're asking for a bit extra to add a little more drama on the table.
let's my fate point given to me by Liska.
Love it.
You.
Let's say that we're going to set this as we've got it's. Let me bring up the tabulation for how hard things are. Give me a sec.
Keep in mind, I am the same size as this thing.
Yep. We are going to. Here it is. Make it a 14.
14.
It's difficult.
Oh, boy, that is difficult.
It's spicy.
I can't get
Oh, that's
that.
a good
Spicy.
car.
Yeah, I can't get it. No, because my actual athletics is 0.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why is your athletics and intimidation 0?
My intimidation's higher. My intimidation's 2.
That was with a positive. That was with a positive flip.
That was with a positive flip.
Okay.
Yeah, with a 14, I'd need a 14 to hit that.
I like the idea of him, like, Dan being so large but not athletic. It's like he's huge, but he only has a regular human's amount of blood.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, it's the thing is, I've got very specific muscles to do very specific things, right?
Just the muscles to do that.
Yeah. That and that. That and that. That's it. This is not it. You know, I'm not a sumo wrestler.
Okay,
All right.
give me a
Well, he's
sec.
going to steamroll over Dan. Dan gets stepped on and crushed to death immediately.
The idea wasn't so much
next
that
up.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
I'm going to say that you have the impose, but you didn't get the margin of success. So it's going to be a partial success with that. You still have the impose on there. We're gonna.
So because it's giving it would technically give a negative to him because we're making the checks. It means whoever goes next gets a positive flip.
Okay, cool. But I am going to count that as one of the failures out of the 4 as you move up there. It's just too big, cold, and spiky. It's hard to find perches. You actually see the flamethrower whip up in your direction, and it starts to light up the cave. You dodge. You don't take any damage. However, you do see cast through the grill of the face, this big, shadowy, like, grinning face. And it's at this point, Felix, that you realize that you've seen this before. This is one of your destinies, and that is but his smile shall never fade. So how would you like to interact with this scene?
Felix shaking in fear, not knowing what to say, is terrified and shaking until a big gas of just like black shadow seems to engulf him.
Yeah.
And he starts rushing towards this giant creature and tries to grapple him from the back, or just tries to jump on his back and hold him and whisper into his ear something that would make that grin come off from his face.
Hells yeah. So would you? What I'm going to ask for. Do you have something in mind, or did you want me to pose the duel?
Well, I have this effect called fear response, but I don't exactly know how to take advantage of it.
So read it out. Let's see if we can figure it out.
So all it takes is a little reminder to keep someone in a straight and narrow. Every slip of from time to time. This character uses his blossoming reputation and fear tactics to make sure offenders don't repeat their mistakes. Those characters and counters always remember to keep mind their manners. Gain the following trait trigger on all close range combat and far range combat. Fear response after succeeding. So I have to attack him basically. Like I say, I'm attacking him to distract them. And try to...
Is this robot piloted by something, or is it just a big old robot?
It's not. You don't see any pilot. No.
The flame lighting up the face.
Yeah, there was no face in there. No, that's what you saw. Yeah. Okay. I'm
not sure it's going to be prone to being able to be frightened. Then.
What's your leadership like?
Awful.
Okay.
Does not exist.
Okay, maybe intimidate.
The only ones that I have are deceive and scrutiny out of my social skills.
Okay, what does scrutiny say again for its byline? Scrutiny, reading emotion. Okay, give me a scrutiny check. Give me a scrutiny check. I'm gonna set the target as it's gonna be hard because it's an automaton. Let's set it as let's make it challenging at a 10.
Dag?
Mm-hmm.
What do we got?
I keep
forgetting that
I keep forgetting that I'm the one with the thing. It never happens. I never flip this.
All right. 11. So
11. Okay, so you do succeed. We'll count that as one of the successes, which is awesome. As you whisper those words, what were the words exactly?
I know why that smile's kept on your face, and I can swear to every single being that put it there that I'll make sure that there's something worse you should be scared of.
Okay.
Except I
Okay.
say that in a very scary manner. And
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know, whatever I'm doing.
I'm
Well, in the way that Felix knows how to say.
Yeah.
Oscar! Children! Thief!
Again, it starts to push back against you at this point. It really wants to get to the children. And that's what you understand, that the children are important to this thing for whatever reason, and it wants to get to them.
So this thing's that's 3 successes, 1 failure.
That's 3 successes, 1 failure. Yes.
All right. I am
Also,
Sorry, go on.
as a side note there, that creature now gains +1 frightened.
Okay. Yeah. And let me just look up the conditions.
Correct,
Hells yeah.
peacekeeper.
Yeah.
All right.
We're scared of something? I can make something
Peacekeeper,
scary.
more like piecing his pants.
Oh, got him. Get out of here.
Goody.
Okay. So it's at this point I'm going to get you to do a leadership check for me, Felix. I'm going to say that it's going to be it is going to be challenging. I'm going to set it as a 9, and it'll count to a success. What does everyone else want to do?
Stab it.
Stab it? Okay, you want to stab it? Let's
Yeah.
go.
At least every time.
All right. So what was that check first? 7. So that's all of the 7's gone.
I've failed that check.
Oh no.
Wait, if
What
I
was it?
fail, so, it was a 5 for me because I have a -2 to charm.
Whew. And what skill was it you were doing?
It was challenging 9 leadership.
Leadership.
All right. I will step in with my.
Yeah, let's go.
I have an ability called Center of Attention.
Love it.
Wait, what was
so
he trying to do with
I'll
lead?
give you
Who
the
was he
hook.
trying to lead?
Yeah, so as you look around and you're thinking about what you're going to do here, you can see that Felix is worried, and the children have gathered at his back, and they start to cheer him on, and they're like, you hear them saying, don't let it through, you can do it, Felix, we believe in you. And without realizing it, there is a small grin that starts to appear on his face, and in this moment, Felix, you realize that you have to inspire these children. This is your destiny. You have to smile so that they don't. So
Right.
that's what the leadership is, to sort of maintain
Okay.
your composure and be that leader for the children.
So Felix fails that, but I have a feature called Center of Attention.
failing!
If
No,
another character
shut up.
fails a social skill challenge, I can discard one of my cards. I'll discard the ace because it's crap anyway, to attempt that exact same skill challenge. So his does not count as a failure. It just wipes the slate clean, and I'm doing
Yep,
the check
that's
instead.
cool. That's cool.
So flip it for me, leadership.
You can
And it
see
was-
that several of the children are worried.
It was a 9 DC, was it? Oh,
It's a 9, yeah.
all right. Well, I got the 9, and then my leadership's +1. So 10.
Okay. So you can see that the sweat's beating down Felix's face as he pushes against this automaton, this huge beast. You can see some of the kids are starting to get worried at this point, and
I step forward and just like calm as anything. I'm a performer. This is why I have the center of attention feature. I'm used to performing for people in the circus, putting on an act, especially when I'm particularly shitting myself as an acrobat. And I'm like, got to put on the show. So I walk forward and I'll give the kids a wink and I'll be like, don't worry, kids. We've been through much worse than this in the past. You run on ahead and we'll catch up anytime soon. And I'll use my leadership success there to try and get them
let's
to
go.
run.
Hells yeah. Felix, you hear those bolstering words behind you, reassuring the kids. Is there anything that you wanted to add on top there to send that home?
Peggy, you know, I think when all the kids are out, let's go on a nice fishing trip with Uncle Dan.
You hear Peggy look over and go, well, you heard him. Come on, go. What I need from you is an athletics check, Felix, to sort of push it out of the way. If you like Dan, you can give help, or Dan can do it and you can give a positive flip to one of the other. So you guys can decide who's going to flip it for their success to make a sort of like punch hole for the kids to run through. How many successes are we up to as well?
I can offer a way to get a punch hole through as well, which is what I was gonna do before I jumped in on Felix's.
Do that.
So Felix is up on it, like trying to frighten it, and Dan was trying to grapple with it and failing. But by doing so, they've kind of got its attention on them, and it's opened up like some areas of it. I've got a triple positive flip on an attack against it, so I'm assuming that means that I'm looking for a part especially in its feet as it's moving along. I'm looking for just a part that I can slit with a throwing knife easily enough so that it'll stumble sideways out at sort of one side of the tunnel.
Hells yeah.
Space here for them to run past.
Let's do it.
So I'm going to use my stealth from before. After I've given this wink to the kids and been like, "You need to run. We'll catch up." I'm going to turn around with a throwing knife and with a triple positive flip. So 4 cards. I'm going to see if I can hit this thing. See if I can get one of those 13.
Now in this check, does the black joker affect positive flips? I believe it does.
It'll give you the black joker
if you draw the black joker, right?
If a black joker is any of these, it's a black joker. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many flips? Is it 2?
4.
3. That's a 12.
Game's easy.
All right. So that is a 8. Oops. That is an 8, a 12, an 8, and a 2.
So I'll use that 12 then.
That definitely hits. How do I determine what damage it is, by the way?
What's my attack bonus?
Okay, yeah. So we need to find the attack bonus and then find out what the difference is from that and the armor.
What's the
armor is going to be 10.
Is it the AP? Oh, no, it's AV, isn't it? For my attack bonus. Yeah, so that's plus 2, so 14 total.
Okay, so
14 total.
So 14 to 10 is a negative flip on Boris's end.
Negative flip on my end. All right.
Okay, cool.
So there we go. Oh wait. I noticed that when I used my positive flip token earlier, I didn't need to because I also have a feature that says I already have a plus flip to any stealth check when I'm in a group. So I've actually still got that token.
That's fine.
I'm going to use it on my
use
damage.
it on the damage. Okay, cool.
Fun fact: you can actually use that on your attack, and it will translate to your damage.
Oh yeah.
So I could have flipped 5 cards for my attack?
4 is still the max of what you could flip. But, yes. So if you want to use that for your damage, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'll use it on my damage.
Okay, which means that is moderate damage.
Yeah, there you go. So it's the middle number of the knives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a number 3.
And the creature then reduces that damage by its armor.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
This thing's going to have an armor
3?
of 7.
Yeah, so it reduces it down to 1. Yeah. So as that you said a throwing knife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like circus themed.
Yeah.
One of my acts.
Hells yeah. All right. As that hits, you see it stumble ever so slightly as pistons inside of it try to correct the weight distribution. I'm going to give you guys a chance to do something here. Is there anything else you'd like to add to the top of that? Add that as a success since it was a hit. How many are we up to now? 4?
5.
5. Okay, 5 out of 8. Seeing that there is a small opening, Peggy times it and is going to go, "Now, go!" She grabs some of the children and pushes them on. They start running towards this huge like metal death machine. Some of the kids are like very cautiously moving forward. Come on, quick, go!
So we still need 3 more successes.
3 more successes. Yeah.
What were the valid checks for this skill challenge again?
Acrobatics, athletics, leadership, and then we seem to be also counting attacks as counting as a success as well.
I don't know how to finagle this, and this isn't even something that I'm good at, but I just like the idea.
Yeah.
Is there any way that like Monica could pull out, like while it's happening, Monica's pulled out some like old guild manual and is like looking for peacekeepers and like current flaws and defects and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
And I'd love to shout to Dan, who's in close combat with it,
right?
And say something like, "Okay, it says here in the current model, if you reach underneath and there's a weak point in the chassis, if you put pressure on that, apparently it overheats in the left leg." Like, try and give him some kind of instruction. I don't know what kind of check that would be.
Let's go
engineering.
Literacy. Engineering's okay as well.
Okay,
engineering check.
Engineering feels more appropriate. I'm a +0, but I like the idea. So let's have a go.
Okay, cool. I'm going to set that as fairly difficult. We're going to go challenging at 9.
Are we still in narrative time, by the way?
Yeah, we're still in narrative time.
I would like to use my common sense ability to discard a card to get a plus on this, so double flip.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
There is still a 13 and 2 12s, 2 11s, and a 10. Hey, let's see one of the 11s.
So is this a positive flip? Sorry.
Positive flip.
So that's an 11. 11 of rams.
Does 11 gets me through? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, all right, Dan, I'm going to give you the opportunity now to find that place of weakness, to pop it open and make something happen. Athletics or acrobatics is what I will say. We're going to set the DC as challenging again at 9.
Oh no, Dag, no.
Uh-oh.
Now, Dan, this is you doing something to the robot. This is you.
Yeah, I was
acting
just
on
gonna hold on to it, but I'm clearly not. I would like to just take whatever medicine's coming my way. But
Okay.
actually, I do have one action that I can do while I'm holding it. As a single action, Dan plants his feet, and as he does, I'm going to use my counterspelling to create magical shielding around my character.
Oh, okay.
So this is something that anyone can do, which basically just provides me with a shield bonus equal to my character rank in counterspelling to my defense or willpower jewel.
All right. So seeing that you're about to reach into its chest, it looks down and looks back up at you with those blistering eyes. You can see it. It's going to try and use one of its pneumatic claws against you, like one of its mechanical claws. It's going to come out and try and grab onto you and push its metallic claws into you. So what I need is a defense flip from you.
What do I need to get?
You will need to get a 14, I believe.
I got a 19.
19. Let's go. Okay,
That's
cool.
the last of the 10s.
With my shielding plus my current defense, I'm at a plus 9.
So the claw comes out. What's your shield look like as it tries to find purchase?
It's more like it's just like sort of a slight amount of moisture that seems to always cling to Dan. Like, you know, that kind of like the fisherman dew, as it was. So as it sort of hits in, Dan's feet sort of crush into the brick and stone, but he endures and he wears the attack.
Hells yeah.
Fisherman dew.
Right. Fisherman dew. Now,
yes.
It doesn't do any damage.
It's the morning fisherman dew. You know, when when you wake up in the morning, you have a cup of coffee. It's
the lesser known original concept of Mountain Dew before it didn't really take off.
So that puts us on
between Fisherman Friend and
Fisherman Friend and Mountain Dew.
6 successes,
Fisherman
2
Friend
failures. Felix, you can see the kids running up by your leg now. They're trying to find a way through. It's up to you to be able to get them through. Otherwise, this thing's going to start reaching out towards them.
Felix is gonna see how many kids are close to me right now.
There's about
to start taking them.
There's 6 to 8, and you're currently embraced against the machine right now, and they're looking for a way past its legs. However, it's very tight, so you're gonna have to make that hole for them. I will give you a positive flip because of Boris's knife that went out before.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Not
I'll
because
do
we
a
have 15
full-on-
cards left and a black joker in there somewhere.
Yeah. No, not at all.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I just know it. What I'm
9.
gonna do is Felix is definitely he's gonna go full on attack,
There's the
try and
last
make a
13.
giant space, going in with the pick.
Hells yeah.
And the last. Oh, no.
All right. So wait. So which one were you using? Let's make it. You're using which skill are you using, or you making an attack? Melee attack.
I'm
Okay,
making a
cool.
full on attack. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, you got a 13.
So that'll be +5.
Yeah. So that definitely hits the AC with the 5 and 18. The AC was 10, which means that the damage threshold would be high bracket. Correct?
I think so. I don't know how much the difference is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be 4 or more.
Sorry.
What's so if he got an 18 versus the AC of 10, what's the it's a straight flip?
Severe.
Brilliant. Severe. Let's go. Okay. Please describe your attack.
Seeing the kids starting to run between his legs, he starts to push against the side brace of the
Hells
sword,
yeah.
pushing against this giant automaton and pulling it with his guess I should go with my sword. At this point, a pick is gonna do nothing. So he's gonna pull out his sword and start just ramming it into
Nice.
his neck or any sort of crevice that could create some big damage.
Hells yeah. I love it. I love it. Okay, cool. So what damage did you do?
4.
4? Yeah. Okay, that's going to be reduced down to 2. However, as you do, you crack open its carcass, and revealed inside, encased in a protective matrix, you can actually see this glowing gem, this bright, hot, white glowing gem that spreads this almost heavenly light out of its chest. The children run underneath and they look up in awe as they see you. Are you grinning right now? Are you smiling?
Oh, I'm grinning extra giant grin.
You see, they look up at you as if you're like this monolithic hero to them as they run by. The children are out. You hear the creature yell,
No! Children!
all right, what I need is a scrutiny check from you, Boris. I think that's 7 on the docket out of 8 for the ongoing skill as well.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Scrutiny from me is a +0. Flip
All right.
me, Dag, flip me. Here's a 6 +0 scrutiny. What did you say? There was something about ongoing? What was? I didn't understand what you meant by that.
So we only need one more successful check. I forgot to set the number. Let's make it a 9.
Well, if it's an ongoing challenge, it sets at the standard for the whole thing.
Oh, okay, cool. So
I failed. Whatever. it is.
failed. Okay, cool.
So I've got a +0 in scrutiny.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Okay, so
I don't
that
know
will
what
be
I was
another
trying
fail.
to scrutinize.
That's another fail. So you're scrutinizing the machine itself. So sorry. You're looking for things about it, that how it's moving, what it's saying, or whatnot. So I just asked for a scrutiny check. Okay, you guys are up to 3 fails and 7 successes. You only need 1 more to sort of move on the scene from this challenge.
Well, actually, it's 1 more to win or lose.
Yeah.
Is it 1 more of each?
Yeah, because remember,
So next one is win or lose.
Yeah, because I flipped that 1 and got attacked.
Yeah.
When I was trying to hold it back, so
Just FYI, there's a black joker in there. There's the only high numbers left in the deck are a 9, 1 9,
Yeah.
1 11, and 1 12. That's
You
it.
can see the creature sort of like there's like this rail inside of its head. It pulls in its head like this, and it almost conveyor belts itself back around to face the other way. As it does this, you see its arm is omnidirectional, and it flips around the harpoon towards the kids.
Can I just posit a question real quick? I don't know who I was talking to among you. Did one of you say you had something to do with explosives?
I do.
One of you say that? And we're in a cavern, aren't we?
we're in a sewer.
We're in a sewer.
Do it. Whatever it is you're gonna do it.
Okay, I will posit to the GM
Yeah,
that with the guts now open,
yeah.
I would like to
Now-
like to try for an explosives check
Yeah.
to detonate this thing in close proximity to me, but I know that Felix is directly under me, so I would want to basically shield him from the explosion as well.
Right.
Black joker.
Yeah.
Black joker.
Let's go. Okay, cool. So
2 jets, let's go.
this is so what skill would you say
HPK.
this is?
Explosives.
Explosives? Okay, cool. Let's
Or
set it.
counterspelling.
Yep. Let's make it. You can choose which one.
I can choose? I will definitely go counterspelling.
Sure. Okay, cool. It's going to be.
With
It's going to be.
You're trying to
high end of-
explode this thing, and you're
Yeah.
trying to
I'm going
counterspell.
to overload the soulstone inside it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's make it
Counterspelling the source.
a high. We're gonna make
Explosions
it.
are kind of dispelling.
We're gonna make it a 12.
Just bullshit.
We're gonna
Just
make it
yeah,
a
I'm gonna
12.
even get stealth to explode this thing.
So
You hear the machine as it looks back
I'm
with
just
the
gonna
harpoon.
petition, GM.
It's going
I'm just gonna approach the branch and say, technically, I need to be literate
So
in
it's
how
gonna-
to do. So I'm gonna use a literacy check to. Do I know the history of these things? Can I make a history check to explode this thing rather than the one freaking skill that's called explosives?
It's going to say.
Come back, children!
Alright, I'm gonna use
Okay.
I am gonna use explosives.
Okay, use explosives.
I was just teasing, but it's fine. Alright, here we go. I need
Black Joker,
need
Black Joker,
12.
gonna die,
okay,
gonna
so I
die.
need an 11. I need the 111 in this deck.
There's an
luck.
11. There's 111 and 112.
Good
Okay.
luck.
So you got like a 1 in 6 chance. There's a 3.
Oh, it's a 14. Yeah.
It's a 3.
Okay, but in order to avoid a critical failure on that one, I am going to
Yeah.
cheat in a. If I need to get 12, so I'm going to cheat in with my 6 just to make that
Yeah.
7, so that it's not a
Yeah.
critical failure.
It's not a critical failure. Okay, and that means that wait, it's a 7. So it's 7 total. Oh, sorry, no, it's higher than 7. 7 base plus modifiers. What's the total?
My total is 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seven-
you cheated in a 6. So that's
Cheated
Yeah,
a 6.
I cheated in a 6, so it replaces the 3 with a 6. Because
The
if
DC was-
if I got one lower than that, what I just
Yeah.
flipped in, it would have been a critical failure, basically.
Isn't it still a critical failure if it's 7 though, because the DC was 12? Or
No,
the TN was
because
12?
the increments is 6.
Are
So
they?
if I
Okay,
got a
cool.
6 or lower, then it would have
Yeah.
been critical.
Okay, cool.
But I
All
got
right.
7, so.
All right, cool. What else do you guys want to do? So that won't add to your catastrophic failure. You can see the children through the punch hole now disappearing. It's now going to try and shoot its heavy harpoon towards them.
I'm gonna
What
take
do you
the
notice
blur.
something? Gonna
acrobatics.
try and take the blur.
Acrobatics in the way.
Okay, go.
take the
Go
blur.
get it.
Yeah,
Get it.
I'm just gonna stand in the way.
Dan just straight up stands in front of the hub.
Get it.
I've got my
Acrobatics?
shield on. I'm also gonna take a defensive stance.
So should we let Boris go with the acrobatics first?
No, Dan's got more hit points. Let him go.
All right.
It's like I want to be heroic, but
Give me a
Dan's-
defensive flip. We'll count this one as a successful fail towards the total.
Okay.
I am going. It's the here it is. It's the defensive flip. You need to get a 11.
Here we go.
I succeed.
You succeed.
Yeah, I
I
got,
got
a
a
plus
plus
9, remember?
6. You got a plus
Yeah, nice.
9
To my defense.
Oh,
Hells yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you see it come out,
Got
and
it.
as you do, you hear the sound of
almost all the
rattling
way through
chain.
this.
It doesn't hit you so much as you maneuver it in such a way that it banks and like chips into a nearby wall. You hear the harpoon sort of bite into the stone and dirt, but you notice something very, very strange. It wasn't actually aiming at the children. It was actually aiming for a bit of wall in front of them.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well,
so
that's not very
still
friendly.
need-
That isn't. I'm
Acrobatics.
confiscating this.
I love it. Acrobatics, go.
Acrobatics.
I'm gonna go off the wall, parkour, up to the flamethrower on top, flip around,
Yep.
like do a spin around the flamethrower, and then try and drag the flamethrower down to point into its spiky.
Let's go.
Let's go.
2 is definitely what I wanted.
Let's not make that. We're gonna make. Oh man, I forgot to set the number again. It's gonna be a fail. Let me set the number now before you do anything. It's going to be a difficult at 12.
At 12, what? So a catastrophic is
6 or lower.
Solace? Okay, so that is currently a 6. So I'll cheat in my 3 to make it
Yep.
a 7. So it's not a catastrophic failure.
So you climb
a
up
regular failure.
the thing. You get to the flamethrower as well, but it's piping hot. So you actually make your acrobatics up there, but you can't find the purchase that you need to manipulate the flamethrower. Okay, cool. We've still got Monica and Felix on the board. You can see that MJ is not getting involved. She's just like watching entranced what's happening here.
Oh, hey Felix, do you have any ideas? Like generally, do you have an idea, or do you want me to do something?
I literally was just gonna attack it again. The only thing I know how to do is hit things. This is what this guy's good at.
Because I was thinking of trying to flick my cigarette into its like a canister of fuel for its thing or whatever. You know what I mean? I've had this cigarette the whole time, and just be able to like,
Do it.
and it's in slow motion, kind of goes through the air. I don't know what kind of check
Do you
this
have
would be.
do you have a gun, right?
Oh yeah. But this is more beautiful.
You could shoot the tank for the flamethrower.
Well, I'd actually think that that's also an
But-
explosives check.
Really?
Yep,
Yeah,
let's do
'cause
it.
throwing grenades is also explosives.
I'm a +0.
Let's do it. You're gonna get
Okay.
the 12.
Yeah, there's an
look,
11 and 12 in here.
I already said it. Yeah.
I'm gonna
what
so
number are we
0.
looking for?
You know what?
There's
Let's make it.
There's 8 cads left. There's a 9,
Okay,
11, and a 12.
I'm going to say
It's gonna
that
be one
it's
of those.
going to be. I'm gonna say that Boris can help because Boris is up there. We're gonna make it a an 11 or we're gonna make it an 11, so the 11 or 12 will be a success. However, the Joker's in there, so there's a chance of catastrophic failure.
Good.
It's the 12.
Hey.
No, stop rolling.
No, you
Stop
have to-
rolling.
I
have to.
can't. We're at advantage. We have to.
No, thank you. We're full.
That's not how this works, man.
I couldn't possibly.
Hey! All right, cool.
Another
Can I-
bite.
Give me the
Can I
description.
describe this moment?
Yes,
So, like,
please.
This is the Dirty Harry gun, and now that the Monica can see, she lines it up. She blasts a hole in the thing, but then flicks the cigarette through the hole.
Yes.
And it just kind of slow-mo arcs through there, you know? And like as it lands in the hole, Monica exhales her puff of
I love
nicotine.
it. I love it. Can I get a defensive flip from everyone that's currently engaged with it as well?
that like
The
we all share one,
defensive
or-
flip is going to be what's your attack modifier, Matt?
Look, for a ranged weapon is +4.
All right, so let's make it a solid 10.
Can
Get
I?
out of there.
All right.
Can I take a disadvantage to shield someone with my body?
Yes.
Very well. I will shield
I'm good. I've got slightly above average chances of succeeding this
Okay.
now.
Okay, I'm gonna shield Felix then.
All right, you get a positive flip because of the negative flip.
All right.
Okay, so I got a 20.
Okay.
Okay.
I now have significantly less than average. Thanks for taking both the 11 and the 6.
You're welcome.
All right. So you're going to so low. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 for damage. If you can help me out here as well, Dag, figuring out how to translate that.
Okay, so hold on, wait. Who's gonna take the damage?
So 10 is the thing. So I guess if you don't take any damage if you're over 10. But anyone that's
so
under
is
will be
this for
1,
an
2, 3.
explosion?
Yeah, explosion. Yeah.
Okay, so this wouldn't be defense. This is actually evasion. So
Evasion.
you need to use
Okay,
evade.
cool. Okay,
You would
cool.
set the TN, and if
Yep.
you succeed, you don't take damage. If you do
Okay.
fail, you do take damage.
Okay, cool. So it's 10.
However, there is a house rule, if you want to use it, where there is always a minimum damage, even if you succeed. So you're still going to take X
Yeah.
damage, but it's not
Okay,
like
cool.
you flip for it. All right, so
Say minimum 1.
So in that case, my evasion is 14.
Okay, cool. That's enough.
Okay.
So you're gonna take 1 damage.
Okay, cool.
So that's up the other ones 2, 3, 4.
You have a +8 evasion.
No, I've got a +3, and I flip to 12. Sorry,
You
11.
you were on a negative flip.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Sorry, my bad. My bad. I'm not calculating things, so that's a 9 to me.
Okay. So you'll take. So how do we determine the damage? If is it bracketed like the other ones?
Yes, bracketed. Okay.
Okay,
so
cool.
Okay, so
10
on
was the
a scale
result.
from a
You'll-
grenade to exploding a house, where am I at?
Let's go. Let's go like a caravan.
Caravan. Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be
Exploding
4.
caravan.
Some.
I would say that would be 4, 5, 6 damage.
Okay, cool. With a
For a
minimum
second
of.
grenade.
What's the minimum?
This reminds me a lot of the
Minimum is
fireworks
4.
factory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 4.
Yeah.
So you'll take 4 damage.
Okay, so I'll take 4 damage. Okay, so
Yeah.
I need to flip. I need to flip this as a. How much did I fail by?
Well, so it was 10. You got a 9. So
You
1.
only failed by 1.
So negative flip.
Hey, there it is.
I take no damage
You take no damage
How?
with the
What?
because the black Joker is
Joker?
0, and this is the roll for damage.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, so,
wow,
wait, so,
okay.
so wait, in damage, Black Joker is good for us?
Well, only if
Yeah,
they're
it's-
attacking
it's
us.
the bad
Yeah.
guy.
Guys, don't you know the rules? Dag can't lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his game and he's the one that's in charge.
It's on page
Go on,
500.
prove me wrong. Yep.
Okay, so you take no damage. Okay,
take no
so I need
damage.
evasion 10 from everyone else that's in range. That would be
Okay.
Boris and Felix.
Well, I mean, the of the cards that are remaining in the 2 cards left, I can't succeed. so
Well,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
let Felix
Well,
go
let
You know
Felix
what?
go.
You know-
Felix
yeah.
and Matt go, and then we'll reshuffle the deck.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
reshuffle.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my intention now.
All right,
Yeah.
but I'm protecting Felix, so it's just.
you get a
Monica and
positive
Matt.
flip.
Well, Monica was at range. I don't know if that
Monica's
counts
at
as
range.
explosion.
Oh, so it's just you, Rob.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, great.
That's Rob and
thanks.
Felix.
You're welcome.
Great.
Yeah,
Oh, but you get
Felix,
a
but Felix
Felix has a positive
is that
flip.
why? Oh,
No.
positive.
Oh,
because
Felix
we've
is
done
positive. So Felix,
Yeah.
you want to go with the positive?
I mean, I think I have. So one of my things is if I fail a
an evade.
an evade check, I can pull a destiny card.
Oh,
So
nice.
you're- you're-
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Okay, you may
Okay,
as well.
this
Yeah,
is
in that
definitely
case,
good for
yeah.
you.
Okay, cool. You may as well.
Yeah.
In which case, that's a 1 and a 6.
1 and a 6.
You get to draw a card.
That's all the
Alright.
cards.
So we get to shuffle, and then
Everyone gets to draw
everyone
from
gets
their
to
twist deck?
draw up to 3.
No, just 1.
Is it just 1?
Yep, just
Okay,
one.
cool.
Just 1 for the reshuffle. So you draw 1 card
Yeah.
from your twist deck.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Oh, fucking course.
damn
So
it.
my
Sorry, Mark.
my fate was an ace and a 3 and an 8, which went great, and then my
Yeah.
redraw was a 2. So great fate deck.
All right, so
So
that
can
is
we?
so that's medium damage, which would be 5 damage to Felix.
Okay, cool.
Wait, is that for me to evade, or is that just the damage?
No, that's the
'Cause I-
damage.
Okay, no. Wait, do I? What was my pull to evade?
Oh, 6.
It was the 6, but I so if I fail and evade, I get to pull from my fate card deck.
Yep.
And can I use that?
No, because you have to fail to draw that card.
Pain. Okay.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so you want to take 5.
I'm pretty dead.
Seriously?
Pretty
Okay,
dead.
so you're on 0 hit points.
Yeah, so you actually take
one.
Okay.
you take a critical.
Well, yeah. First of all,
effect.
there's a toughness challenge, then the critical.
Oh,
Alright.
that's right.
Give me a toughness challenge.
3.
Now you
No,
can
that's-
you cheat a critical?
Yeah, you can cheat toughness. Yep.
Oh, okay. Then I'll cheat with my 8. And then what do
Yeah.
I need again?
10. You need a 10.
10.
Oh, I won't cheat. I can't do anything.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So you fall unconscious because you took moderate damage. It's now a flip on the moderate chart. How many negative hit points do you have?
1
1
-1.
Okay,
-1.
so that is an 11 on the moderate critical chart.
So you now have deep tissue damage. Any critical effects against the character have their modified card value increased by +2 if the target target the location of the critical effect. I'm gonna say that it's around your upper body.
I don't know
because
if
it just
you- if you've
exploded
got-
in your face.
If you've got rams, it actually does hit the location.
Oh, okay, it does. Yeah, true.
Okay, so if it hits your location, it hits. Let's see, where is it?
The first character that I make meek and scared is
Yeah.
the first one that dies. I
Yeah.
always play something
Chest.
dumb and brawly.
Yeah.
Chest? Okay, yeah, it's a chest. So if you get your chest targeted, that's where you're going to get the deep tissue damage. You'll get, it's a +2. So I'll send you that and you can add it to your sheet, or you can get Dag to help me gather that to your sheet.
Or you can just tear your
Yeah.
sheet in half, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You're still up, but
Dag,
you do have that.
You've said that these are like one of the big bad monsters of the game, right?
Oh, this is the strongest anti-personnel weapon in the entire guild arsenal. Yeah,
Yeah.
mention that.
And we've also said that we're literally level 0.
Level 0.
players for
This is our
level
very,
zero,
very
level
first
0.
Yeah. Do you know what
Very
Dag
first-
told me at the
first
start of
fight,
this?
level 0.
Dag
This is
told me
one
at
of
the
the
start of this.
hardest
Dag
monsters in the
was
game.
like, it's really hard to kill characters
It is.
in this
no, See,
game.
notice how Felix is unconscious and he's not dead?
Okay. Yeah. So
it's hard to
yeah,
kill. I didn't
totally.
say it's hard to beat us.
yeah. So we need one more evasion if I'm correct, right?
Yes, I need
Forrest.
to evade now. And now I have a fresh deck.
Let's go.
Like Joker.
Oh no.
There's me right for being smug.
Oh no.
I will. You know what? What is that? Masks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sub out that that 2 for my 2, just so that
Just
I
to
can.
get rid of it. Just to get it out of here.
Do you get
I love
anything
it.
for a
No, I
trigger?
won't. I won't actually. I'm just
Yeah, because you
joking.
can keep on to the suit. When you have the suit, you can put
Yeah.
your suit in.
That's just a fail, obviously.
Okay, cool. So that was 10. So it's failed by 8, correct? And wait, what's your evasion?
My evasion is +4, so
So
that's
it's
a
6.
6.
So it's a fail by 4.
Fail by 4,
Okay. So that is
which makes sense because I'm riding on top of it, holding
That
onto
is
its
5 points of
flamethrower
damage.
when you
Yeah.
explode the flamethrower.
5 points of damage.
Yep.
So then are you still okay?
And that comes off of my wounds.
Yeah.
yeah.
That takes me to -1.
Okay, go.
I'm
Toughness
so
challenge.
sorry.
It's okay. It's why we play the game.
It's a
Toughness
9.
challenge. It's a 9. What's your toughness value or AV?
My toughness is. Oh, it's down there, 0.
0. Okay, cool. So you -1.
Boris falls unconscious,
Yeah.
and then
Blast
So
against
moderate
the roof.
damage.
and then a moderate critical effect of a 5.
Moderate of 5. Okay. So 5 is going to be hyperventilating. Every action the character takes has its TN increased by +2. Every time the character takes a pass action, she may attempt a toughness challenge at a TN equal to 8 plus her current number of negative wounds. On a successful, she ends the critical effect. Okay, cool.
All right.
All right, cool.
So I'll ask what that means when it comes
That,
appropriate.
that's manageable.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, can I just say that I find it almost hilarious that the person who was trying to smother the bomb took no damage.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, cool. As that explosion happens, the cavern shudders. You see the flagstones that were holding the sewer in place dislodge, and there is a cave-in that happens around you guys. You start to see MJ with wide eyes. You see the children running from the cave behind them. There is this plume of fire that follows them up, and we see several sort of like covered or buried people's hands and parts inside the landslide or the destruction from the explosion. And that is where we're going to leave episode 1 of this adventure, and we will start in a fortnight from now to find out what happens next. I want to thank all my players here for everything that they for coming and playing and being on my very first game of Through the Breach. I hope you guys had fun at home. I want to thank everyone that donated to power up the players. Now, something that's really cool that I liked about Through the Breach is at the end you can go over your destiny, and if there's anything that matches up, you can advance. Is that right, Dag?
Yeah.
We got 2 advances. I feel like Felix got his, and also Dan, you've got yours. And then if you guys had any others that connected, please let me know.
So you only get one of them per session.
Yeah.
And traditionally, we're supposed to petition you for them, not the other way around. But I'm glad you did. I mean, I appreciate it.
Hells yeah.
Because we have to convince you that they're worth it. But yeah, so for
Yeah,
me,
okay,
the
cool.
gathering will mock your gift. When all those mercenaries showed up and started making fun of me because I was just a fisherman, then I intimidated them and scared them off. That was obviously a good one for me.
Yeah, hells yeah. I did think that one was a hit.
That was perfect.
May I approach the bench and say, when the cannon roars at your behest?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. That is a tick. Hells yeah, I love that.
I mean, mine was pretty big. I mean, he's got the giant grin that just never changes, so
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to ignore.
yeah, I did like that one. Was there and Boris, did you have any that hit
No,
the
I
mark?
don't think any of mine really hit.
Can we read your destiny? See if I can help
Sure.
you find one.
Once you cross the bloody threshold, you will run from the melancholy light, for you must dredge the waters until the just give up their dead. The circle will bind as well as the grave, and only your brothers will stand at your side.
Does 0 hit points count as a bloody threshold?
I think
You
that's
are-
a bloody
you-
threshold. Pretty bloody
You
threshold.
are in a grave right now because you are buried.
That's true, and you're there with Felix, so it's not like
You're
you're there
there
on your
with
own.
your
And
brothers.
only my brothers
yeah,
is standing
in the
next to
grave. Yeah, so I think that's a match.
Stretching somewhat here.
Yeah, no, I
I mean,
think
well, that's kind of that's kind
so.
of nature.
Read that. Can you read the grave part again?
The circle will bind as well as the grave.
I think it matches because you're also in a sewer. So like,
Yeah.
There's a circle. There's circles in sewers. Look,
Wait,
someone
so
left
didn't
a coaster
didn't
down here.
Didn't I tell you when we were waiting in the green room, as it were, when we were waiting for Dread to turn up, and we were saying about how these destinies work? I said it's Dread running it, so we could just be like, well, I guess if you kind of look at a square sideways, it looks like a circle. And then if you consider a wolf to be like howling at the moon, then the wolf is kind of a moon.
Yeah.
And then if you and I was like, Dread will just give us whatever we say.
So
And here he is doing it on my behalf. I was like, nah, I don't think it'll work. And he's like, a circle's kind of a sewer, and you're in a grave-ish.
Is a half of a circle.
He's not wrong.
Think about it. An arc looks like a tombstone as well, so it's kind of like. You know, if you really want to get
take it.
poetic with it, the circle of life. It's
Now-
like, you know.
Now this is the bit that Dread's gonna regret. So
Yeah.
basically, at the end of every session of Through the Breach, the way this happens is that there is a series of events that are involved with leveling up. The first event is that Dread needs to pick 2 skills from the list of skills that become associated skills for the epilogue. This is stuff that he thinks we contributed to, or stuff that were very important to what we did today, which allow us to then, as we level up, which I'll explain skill leveling up later because I feel like that's a long process, we then get to go away and choose to like improve those skills. So for example, it could be like you blew up the machine, explosives is one of the skills, and you had to trek through the sewers, which is kind of filthy and the like, so maybe track as well is as another skill. Whatever 2 skills he picks up.
I like toughness because you got exploded on. And I kind of like leadership as well. There was a lot of leadership play there that I liked as well, like being able to say, hey, you need to move, you need to do this thing. I think that was the 2 that I liked the most.
I just now remembered that there's an extra draw condition thing under twist deck, and I could have drawn when I failed my scrutiny check.
Yes. You can draw that card now if you keep track of your cards. I'm okay with that.
And it's a 9, so I could
Okay,
have actually
well,
used that 9 at the end
pretty
when
good.
I failed.
It's pretty good. Yeah, hells yeah. So if everyone has a 0 skill as well. Something really interesting as well for next game that I want you guys to think about, if you want to go away and do some extra reading, you decide how you want to build your character, you can actually change your pursuit. You don't have to be the same pursuit every time you sit down to play. So if you're like, oh, after everything that's happening with the story, how it's going, I want to be this, I want to be that. So I'm open for you guys to change your pursuit next time, which could change the 0 ability, I believe.
No, well, it could give us another one. It doesn't change it. It gives us another
Oh,
new
it's
one. So
you get a whole new one.
So, yeah,
Cool.
we get everything. So at the end, after we get the skills that Dread says, we gain 1 XP, which we can use to spend to level up our skills. Either the 2 skills that Dread have, or the skills associated with our pursuit that we used for this game.
Nice.
In addition,
okay.
we then go up a rank in that pursuit. So we're no longer rank 0 of whatever our starting characters have. We are now rank 1. We get the power straight away. Now here's the fun bit. For every person that that has completed a Destiny step, Dread now creates a unique manifested power that is supposed to be kind of like a really powerful, like monster level, like huge ability based on the Destiny step that he approved.
Right. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Shame.
This
Okay,
is why
cool.
normally you do one player per game at a time. But I mean,
Yeah.
I kudos, hats off. But I'm not gonna sit here and watch Dread squirm on stream. As it is quite late for our dear friend Bon, and some of us have places to be. But
What I'm going to ask the players to do is to talk to me, or let's talk in the chats behind the scenes or even privately about, let's come up with a cool idea together, because I really, really do love the Destiny mechanic, and I really want to make it really cool. So
everyone taking advantage of Dread's wholesomeness. I love it.
yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much to Dread for running this game. This is the first time you've run a game on my channel.
First time running Through the Breach as well. It was an absolute blast, and I'm so excited to play this with you guys here on Dead LZ Gamer. So if you haven't followed along, do so.
Yay! And before we head out, of course, let's do our sign-outs. I'm Michael. I'm Dag. This is my place. Come on. I mean, you're here already.
You're here.
Do I need go to the next person?
Amazing. Okay. So Bon, Felix.
You can follow me at Detective Tato pretty much on all social media. I'm a Twitch streamer and also do some voice acting, audiobooks and whatnot. So you can search for me. And yes, it was super fun. Yeah.
Hells yeah. Rob.
I'm Robert Hartley GM. I'm a full-time dungeon master for D&D over on Robert Hartley GM on Twitch and YouTube and all the places there.
And I just realized that you've hidden a phrase in your name. I'm not sure if you meant to do that on purpose or not.
What?
Boris is Rob. You have is Rob in your name. Boris is Rob.
Is Rob.
Yeah. There you
Oh,
go.
look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Hey. Okay. Last but definitely not least, Matt.
Hey, what up? Guys, I had both a sick and a rad time, a rare combination in these dark times, but I loved it. My name's Matthew Perkins. You can find all my stuff over at matthewperkins.net. I mainly do Durgans and Durgans, for my name is Matthew and Perkins. And at the moment, I've got a video up about drinking and D&D and drugs. It's really fun and surprisingly wholesome. Don't show your teachers my video.
and YouTube has demonetized it.
Yes, straight away.
It was immediately demonetized. And in fact, Mr. YouTube came over to my house and made me give him $20.
Yeah, had a sock
crazy.
filled with nickels and is just going to town.
Closhed me.
And seeing as Matthew is also is not least, he's also not last because.
All right. Hi. I'm a thing. You can check me out on my channel, Dreaded GM. I think it's over here if I point it correctly. So go follow me there if you want to see more GMing fun. I was reading the rules today, but I do all kinds of things on my channel whenever I get the chance to jump on there. On Mondays, I run Module Mondays where I do Stone King's Thunder, another video series that you can go check out. Matthew Perkins. He's done video content on it before, and it's so good. But yeah, I would love to have you come and hang out with me on my channel. I'm also a professional game master, and I love running tabletop role-playing games so much so that I've made it my life's work. So thank you.
All right, we are now going to say farewell as we go and raid none other than our dear friend GM Workshop, who is currently playing over on his channel. So we're going to go and send some love that way. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you to all of you who have come and spent your time with us. More than anything, we value the fact that you guys like us enough to hang out. So we will be back in a fortnight for the next campaign. So do come back, visit this. We are going to be continuing our adventure with these incredible people. Then we're going to have a special extra game the following week before we return back to Sirens and Silver and our regular schedule program. So I look forward to seeing you all there. I hope that you guys stay safe, stay wonderful, support each other, love each other until we meet again. As always, from us to you, game hard or die trying.
Die trying.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.